go.
Yes. All right. So, who's gonna do recap this time of what happened last time?
Um,
There were
I remember some events, so I will try.
okay. I will
Go
say
ahead.
there are
yeah, go ahead.
three. There are three main things that happened.
I only remember two.
I
But
only remember
okay.
one.
That's
Oh
okay
wait, no, I remember.
because
Yeah.
even when I was going to edit the last thing, I also only remembered two. And so,
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the bucket list. Okay, I see. Yes. All right. So, and also I don't even remember the order, but that's fine. Previously on Valon Tries, we had just been in Rasan collecting our fruit, wondering what we wanted to do next. We figured that, well, considering that Rasan already had one member of the Lena's Pleasure Cruise experience already here, namely Aja, that we could be setting up the reunion party, or the Last Supper, so to speak, here in Rasan. Um, and along with that, we invited the individual known as Zeska from Mendesha. So they were going to be coming along as well. We, at some point, went off from uh, Rasan, I think towards the planet where the K-86 was performing research. And along the way, we entered into the gauntlet, which would be our third attempt to try and reach the end. Unfortunately for us, we only made it through defeating one enemy, the same one that defeated us last time, only to get promptly smoked on enemy number two. So we made an inch of progress, and then we
Smoked
got
that
annihilated.
is the operative term. But we are at 92% in the
Yeah,
gauntlet. So go
it's
us.
technically the home stretch.
Yeah.
So I don't know, 4 more times and we'll make it. But we, at some point, had a call with Kershaw, um, trying to see if they would be open to helping us in some way against the Immortagon. All they managed to get out was that they would be there, but we don't actually know if they're helping or hurting. Um, but apparently, we'll see them again. And then when we got to the K-86's location, we just asked a little bit of information about what they were performing. Seems like they didn't really have any leads as to why the K-86 was under Argus's control. So presumably, um, maybe someone external had like hacked into the android, or it was the Penguin who hacked into it. We're not sure. However, they are not performing any research on any of the interdimensional stuff anymore. So they have redirected their efforts towards, I believe, teleportation instead. And that's fine for us, so they can continue their research. And I believe the last thing we did was we went to Tirana just to see how things were going on, and um, had like a nice meal and met family and stuff. Oh, and then we got, yeah, I mean, along the way, I believe, was it everyone reached their final upgrade?
Not quite.
Nereid has not.
Okay. So yeah, we're
The guy
almost
and I
on
already
it.
had, but yeah, good.
Yeah. So that was en route to Zelinia, which I believe is where we're headed.
Hmm. Yep.
Okay, yep, that's everything. So
Sweet.
you are good. You get your
Huzzah.
inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Uh, let's see. So, yes, so you have left Tirana and you have set your sights on Zelinia. You have several things that you have sort of planned to do here. Looking at the list, we have uh, meet Chad and Clay's brothers. Clay and Eldon do a race. Um, there was the whole time loop technology stuff that happened a while ago. Maybe see what the deal is with that. See if that could maybe be helpful. Um, talk to Shaira. Um, And maybe also talk to someone about the Sagittarius Station, see if that could be used or what the plan is or anything like that. Um,
Mm,
and then the other thing that's on here is the Badarmala's family, but we don't really know where they are right now. So they could be here, they could not. Who knows?
mhm.
So
Bacon.
I guess it's up to you in terms of what you wanna, what order you wanna do things.
Hmm. See here. Like what time of day? We're kind of arriving in like the morning, right? We kind of flew overnight,
Yes,
so this is like
Red eye flight.
this is the
you
second.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Only
have.
we have
You
till
have.
we beds we get to sleep.
Yeah, so you have today, and
Hmm.
then tomorrow. Even tomorrow is gonna mostly be spent unless you want to do something quickly in the morning tomorrow, you're going to be spending tomorrow basically flying back to Rasan, having the dinner then, and then coming
Okay.
back the next morning, uh, and then it's going to show up.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
basically have one full day, though. If you want to do something quick tomorrow morning, then that can work too.
Mm-hmm. On topic, have a campfire around the um Star Killer espresso machine. Okay, so uh, I feel like definitely bringing up the idea of Sagittarius Station would be good since we're going back to Zelenia, and if there's any time needed to prepare that, we should go get that. Of course, we could also just fold that into a quick like or radio call. Um,
Who do we even call? And do we have anyone
yeah.
on Sagittarius Station to even get it here by the time this thing arrives?
I mean, I think, but if not, maybe we can go get it. Like,
Not enough
now is
time.
Rashawn? Mm,
Well, Anna, we're still within our ship, right? As we're discussing this.
Yeah.
yeah, I would think
Okay.
so.
Depending on whether Sagittarius Station counts as a creature or not, perhaps it could be teleported to Zelenia if the need arises. Anna points to her book.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have to ask you to repeat that one more time slowly. You want to teleport that here?
Well, I'm just saying if it was something that we wanted to use against the Immortagon. Like, if we really wanted to get it into Transformers mode or whatever, it's possible. Time wouldn't be an issue. Now, whether or not that's a wise decision is an entirely different matter.
I was going more along the lines if it was feasible or not.
Mm.
But I guess it is, since you're saying you can do it.
Well, probably. I mean, it's what I was saying a few hours ago from the thing that I uncovered in the book. Basically, oh, wait, never mind. It's probably too small. Um, mm, Never mind. It's two. The sizes aren't going to work out.
Right, like 'cause it's like Sagittarius Station, like the size of a planet,
Mm-hmm.
or at least like a big space station. It's no moon. Um, we c-
Actually, wait. What's the size? Do we know what the size of the Immortagon is?
Hmm. Hmm. You know that it is. See, part of the issue is that, like, based on the map I want to use, I'm not exactly sure how I want to make it either.
Mhm.
Yet,
But probably like general size, because if it's
it's
more
in the
than 20
hundreds
feet.
of feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so not quite planet size, but like
No.
kind of like skyscraper size.
Yeah. Like,
Mhm,
the
yeah.
image in my head is basically Godzilla.
Yeah, I was thinking
Got
Godzilla size, literally.
Godzilla.
The thing is, I
The-
looked up how big Godzilla is, and apparently he's like 500 feet tall, and I'm just like, that doesn't fit on my map. So,
Do we have do we have another monster to fight Godzilla, or so we can do like let them fight?
That's what I was trying to do when we were in the gauntlet. I was trying to store one of those monstrosities in the demiplane and then sick it on this Mortagon. But
Then it will be sticked upon Zelinia.
well, yeah. But also, by the time we were fighting these creatures in the gauntlet, they're all really strong, and I guess they don't like being trapped in a room.
Hard to imagine anyone does, really.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but then their objections are, monstrous, so to speak.
This is fair.
Okay, yeah. So actually, Sagittarius Station might be out of the realm of possibility.
Well,
It would be a hell of a good thing to have. I'm just not saying if we wanted Sagittarius Station, we probably should have gotten it earlier, but could have, would have, and should have, I suppose.
Yeah.
Unless I can send that damn thing into hyperspace over here.
Well, the time's ticking. There's 2 days. I feel like the only thing close enough that we can do to help is figure out how to get the acid from Tirana or something and funnel it into some way to attack the Mortagon. Where's Tirana again? Yeah, Tirana's pretty close.
I had an idea, and I don't know how this would work. But what if, like, we went to from our magical drinks machine, we ask for like super mega acid and basically make a bunch of acid grenades.
Ooh.
That might be crazy enough to work. We have it on us, don't we?
We do. I don't know if it would be enough to kill this thing, but I mean, if we could ask for some good ass acid.
Wait, one problem with that theory. It's a good theory.
Mm-hmm.
Acid burns. Obviously, that's the point, but do we have anything that's resistant to acid to keep it in? That will break upon contact when we throw it at this monster.
I don't know. I know that typically even the most powerful acids are held in Teflon containers to store them.
No. Well, there
Don't
you
know
go.
if don't know if a strange machine from another dimension would still break through those.
This is fair. It's worth a shot, I think. We need everything we can get to fight this thing.
Yeah, or I mean, I guess we could also ask the military and see if let them know, like, hey, do you guys can you guys mass produce a shitload of grenades? Or like, because we're not going to be the only ones fighting this. Military forces are going to be fighting it too. So if they have that information, then it'd be helpful for them, I guess.
This is true, and we're going right into the lion's den. Yeah, and how long, Eldon?
2 days. It was okay. So
I mean, how long will
Yeah,
it take us to get to the linear?
I would say at this point you're almost there.
like we're almost there.
Alright. Someone should radio it into Hera. Get the people working. Get those grenades, acid grenades, sorted.
Okay, it was your idea. Neri, do you want to present it?
I mean, I guess.
I mean,
Back
I
up,
can.
soldier.
I can, or Chad can. Everyone takes him seriously, especially when he's got his helmet on and does his all hail Zelenia voice.
You mean my voice?
I mean, your voice.
That's what I thought.
Mhm.
No, but you came up with it. You should do it. Get credit.
I'll do the PowerPoint presentation. Jeez.
All right, good job. All right. Remember to use different transitions between each page.
Don't use those damn star transitions that Alistair always likes. That's a good way to turn off anyone from the idea.
Of course not. I'm better than that. I'll use the explosion ones.
That's how you do it.
Oh my god, I would pay to see a military presentation with exploding on PowerPoint with exploding transitions.
The only
No.
PowerPoint presentation that can cause PTSD.
Oh, no.
Let's talk about PTSD. Exploding transitions.
Just like lots of foghorns.
Oh.
Like, pew, 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 pew.
Great!
Yeah.
It looks like everyone's associated with it already. Great.
All right, now that we're triggered, let's learn. Yeah.
Don't worry, we have complimentary Ativan tablets in the back.
And there's a social with lots of beer afterward.
And therapists on standby.
Yes. And just remember, the emergency contact hotline is 988.
We should let Nereid make the call now.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I choose to believe that well, we're calling on space Skype because my base team talk is down.
What about Space Zoom?
Um,
Or is the link
Oh.
still not working?
Let me see. No,
Y'all still using that? I prefer chaos myself. Much easier.
I get it.
Yeah, I got it too. I know, but Chaos gets like connection issues, and then people start sounding like robots.
Well, maybe if we put up more satellites on more planets, then maybe we won't have such issues. Anyway, I'm gonna. You do your call.
That is the answer to all problems. More satellites. All right, here we go.
Okay, I forget. Who are we calling? We're calling Hera, right?
Yeah.
Yes, hello?
Oh, hey, Hera. It's Nereid. You know me. Fuck. So I'm gonna just cut right to the chase. We got some intel about this creature that's gonna come and destroy our planet. So, couple of things. It has regenerating powers. That's one. But the good news is that using acid-based weapons will prevent that sort of, regeneration. I mean, the ideal thing would be to lure it to a planet that has a acidic climate. But we all know that's not really good. This thing is laser focused on Zelenia. But if we could either get, some kind of acid that exists on Zelenia, or better, have a military mass produce acid grenades, I think we might actually have a fighting chance against this thing.
Well, don't exactly know how you would have figured that out, but I'm going to trust that you're accurate about this.
Yeah. We have someone. They have a lot of information.
Okay. Does the type I imagine, just to be safe, we should go with the strongest type of acid we can, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to check our resources, but see what we can do with that. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna have Hera roll something to see if she knows. Does she know about acids?
And I give her Can I give her use a help action to give her advantage?
I mean, are you saying? I mean, if it's something that you think Myriad would know as an acid, you could just like tell her.
Well, I don't know what she's specifically thinking about. I guess Nereid wouldn't really know. Like, this is stuff that Julie knows, not what Nereid knows.
I
So.
know. Well, again, it's also what Valon knows because I looked something up. What did I even roll? It's acid though. What should I roll for that? Like nature?
I think that would just be like an intelligence or just arcana. I guess maybe it would be a nature check.
Yeah, nature probably.
Okay. Well, good job, Hera. You're just like, well,
He doesn't participate in chemical warfare.
I don't exactly know much about different types of acid, but I'm sure there's people here who do, so I'll pass the message along.
Okay. Yeah. It'll work out, I hope.
Julie, were you thinking of the fluoroantimonic acid?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I looked up.
That's oddly specific.
I looked it up, and I also was trying to remember. I was also curious to see if it said like what actually it can be stored in, and it can be stored in Teflon. So
Yeah, he actually mentions it in the video. That's why I said
I didn't remember if it was in the video or not. I just looked on Wikipedia, and I saw. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So like, okay. Well, I'll pass that along. Actually, what are you? Are you nearby?
We're making our way towards Zalidia now. So we'll be there in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, in 3 hours. Just throwing that time out there randomly. The Emperor was going to be meeting with with all of the major generals, including myself, and considering your contributions to the Empire militarily, I believe having you all be present would be appropriate to go over some overall strategy.
Ooh, okay, that should be fine.
Well, that'll be good.
Yeah, we'll be there.
All right, it should be. I can meet you at in front of the palace.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll
See
be
you over there
General.
soon.
Mm-hmm. And we disconnect. Space Skype.
Okay, how far away are we? Are we 3 hours away from Zelinia?
I'm saying that you're like. My point was that the 3 hours comment was that like you can land and do like one or two small things first, and then like.
Okay,
go
I have an idea, but
Okay.
Corey, sorry, you were gonna say something.
Oh nope, go for it.
First of all, I was wondering, is Tirana, so to clarify, I'm talking about the planet that Drawley was in with the chemical
That's not
acid.
Tirana.
Yeah, whichever one that one is.
That's Tarva.
Tarva. Is Tarva, is it like a sea of the chemical gas? Or is it chemical gas or is it like liquid?
It is a very dense chlorine-based atmosphere.
So like Venus. Or like in terms of strength of the atmosphere.
Sure.
Like it's cloudy.
It's so dense that like you kind of it has a bit of a buoyancy to it. But it is a gas.
Would Anna, or even just me, Aaron, would I think that counts as acid? Or is it like poison?
See, I'm trying to remember because when we were here, when you were there was something because you had like suits on, and then I said if you.
Yeah, we did have suits on.
And then I said if you got hurt, then you like had to roll to like take some damage as they like repaired or something. But I don't think I ever specified what type of damage it was.
That I don't remember.
So, I will at least say that because again, if it's chlorine based, you could relatively easy make an acid out of that.
Yeah,
if it's
I'm like,
so
if it's chlorine
yeah. So I would argue
and
that
you're
like
not Hera, you would know the basic chemistry.
right. So I would argue that like if you were like, hey, there's a bunch of chlorine over here, they'd be like, oh, we could make acid stuff from that. So like that would yeah, that would be my argument.
Okay. Do we have any? Anna just looks around real quick. Do we have any suits for Tarva on this ship?
We should, yeah, we should. I mean, we kind of have there's just kind of the standard space suits that insulate us against environmental like things. I mean, they can go out into space, so and through atmosphere. So, like the escape pod suits we used when the ship that we were on to the Kafaria got boarded, or got blown up. So, yeah, they should be good for.
So we still have some of those suits?
Sure,
I
I'll
mean,
say so, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have an idea. Basically, the thing that I just found about this book basically providing a portal or a gate in between two different locations. What if during the fight against the Immortagon, I bring up a gate towards essentially like the deep recesses of Tarva, and if there was a way to get all of that toxic acidic gas pummeled on top of the Immortagon through that portal, that could do some massive damage.
There's one problem I have with that. Are we going to be fighting this thing in atmosphere or in space?
Hopefully,
Oh, I guess I was thinking it would. Yeah, that's true.
hopefully we
I
meet it
didn't
in
know.
space. So that
Well, if we can keep it to Zelenian space, that would be the best course of action. I don't want to gas my entire planet.
Yeah.
Agreed. And plus, I mean, we wouldn't want it there anyway because it would do damage. We don't have a space to fight it. We're all just it'd be if it's big, it'll just be stepping all over buildings and causing innumerable damage to infrastructure. I can speak. Sorry about.
Yeah, so if it was in space, the one thing I'm not sure about is if there would even be like the pressure on the other side to push any potential gas through the portal. Would it actually go through? That I'm not sure about. But that's why I wanted to see if I could test it out on one of these unknown, well, like what on any uncivilized rocky landfill that we have around Zelenia.
I mean, I'm sure we've got asteroids or debris around somewhere. So,
Do you mind if we take a very, very quick detour just to test it out? We have a little bit of time before the
let's
thing.
do it.
Okay, so is there some asteroid nearby that we can land on?
Make a perception check.
I'll help. Wait, so you guys are going to do your little science project. I'm going to round up the unit, as Chad would say. I'll see you planet
okay.
side.
Yeah, okay.
The planet side.
18.
Okay. Yeah, you see a small asteroid.
Ooh.
I see a bigger one. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Well, I'll say you all see what. Okay, well, so just Valon thinking here. What exactly are you trying to do here?
So basically, during the fight for the Immortagon, I want to see if, let's say, on top of the Immortagon, I summon the gate, and the gate links towards the other side of the gate is Tarva's atmosphere, or wherever the
Right.
chlorine gas is.
But you're just
So-
testing to see if the gas will go through the thing, right?
Yeah, if it will go through naturally, because, if there's no external force, would gas even seep through the gate? That I don't know. But even if it doesn't naturally, the other option, like the add-on, is maybe if someone was on the other side of the gate blowing gas through the portal, it could force the chlorine acid through the portal
Well,
on
see,
top of the
what I'm
emoticon.
thinking of is just the difference in pressure would suck it through.
But then if it's in space,
They
would
would
there
suck.
be?
It would. Well, yeah, space has no pressure, so it's like a
Okay.
vacuum. So that would suck it out for sure. But again, let me read the gate spell just to see if there is anything about like.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Because
because
I don't
normally
think
it
says
says
anything.
it doesn't really say anything, so we don't know if you if it
Yeah.
requires travel through the gate to
I
actually
mean,
do it.
again, I'm seeing this as literally like, you
Yeah.
know, you open a door and you're in a new reality or whatever. So like, in
Yeah.
that case, yeah, I would. It also, especially because like I feel like most spells in general, you would lean on like, if it doesn't say you can do this, you can't do this. But
Yeah.
this is a 9th level spell, so I would argue that if anything, it should be the opposite mindset. So,
True.
um,
But it's
I
also the idea, I've never heard of the situation where, let's say you have a portal to underwater. Would the other side of the portal that's not underwater, would it flood from all the water? I haven't heard of that before.
Yeah, see, I've heard it played in both ways.
Okay.
Water comes through a portal if you open a portal to the plane of water.
Yeah.
But sometimes people don't do that. So I feel like that's something DMs usually will take liberty with.
Which is why we're testing it out here.
we'll see. But the part of the issue is that, um, if you do it on the asteroid, there's literally 0 atmospheric pressure. Whereas if you did it on Zelinia, there is atmospheric pressure. So it's like even if you
Okay, then we want to fight the Immortagon, not in Zelenian. Basically intercept it before it reaches there. To have the correct test, so to speak.
well, how would you intercept? I mean, how would you intercept it before it reaches there, though?
As in, fighting the Immortagon in space? We get in spaceships and fight it? Presumably.
Well, my argument with that is that the whole point is that it is going to Zelinia, so like, okay, you would it wouldn't like stop to fight you, if that makes sense.
They'll just
Okay.
bypass this. Or bypass this.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, but from what knowledge Anna has right now, she, at least having been to Tarva, knows it's heavy atmosphere
Yes.
with the chlorine gas. So compared to Zelenia, she would already have an idea that the pressure would be lower for atmosphere in Zelenia compared to Tarva.
Yeah. So I think you would know that the atmospheric pressure is definitely much higher on Tarva than in Zelinia.
Okay. I mean, yeah, Anna still wants to do this test just to see if, so far, what we have, is it even feasible?
Okay.
But also is the other thing that could be useful to test is can we force it through by blowing from the other side? But I guess we'll just start on one of the asteroids. Have we landed on the asteroid?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Anna's gonna suit up and get out of the ship.
Eldon's going to suit up and go with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
watch the ship.
and pick us up if we're in danger, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if
All
some
right.
fucktard comes around with a black cloak and a red laser sword and nearly mows over some poor kid running with his motorbike, come in the ship.
Yeah, who knows what's actually going on Tarva? For all we know, Drawley could appear through the portal.
That is oddly specific, but I'll keep a lookout.
Okay.
Actually, didn't we say where did we tell Drawley and Clarn to go?
To Eldon's plant's house?
Yeah.
Or Aaron's,
to Eldon. Okay.
Yeah, Eldon's parents' house.
Toronto. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We get them instead.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, while we're outside, basically 60 feet away or something like that, because that's the range of gate. Anna wants to conjure up a gate to. Does it have to be how specific? Let's see. A precise location on a different plane of existence. We've been to Drawley's house. Is that a thing in
No,
Tarva?
you went
No.
to her the capital city, and you were just kind of around there, but there was no like specific building you really went into.
Okay, well,
Besides, that would be inside of the bubble.
yeah.
That's true. I
We
mean, you
would
did
need-
you did travel
How
out of the
precise do
you did travel
investigators?
out of that, but up to a mountain, where you fought.
So the
that stuff.
mountain was outside of the bubble.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we had to wear the suits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I'm trying to remember what I named the mountain because I know I gave it a name. Shit. Hold on. I'm gonna search. I think it might be in the thumbnail of one of the previous episodes I already uploaded.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
search
her
it just
precise location will be the battlefield on the mountaintop where we fought those creatures. Like she'll try and remember that location.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm just gonna look up the name because now I'm curious. What the fuck? I can't read it in the thumbnail. I have to open up the video. Okay, apparently it was Mount Nadarhia. Okay, whatever. I get why I named it that.
Yeah,
but
Mount
anyway.
Nadaria
Yeah. Okay.
with the Nadarians.
Yes, that's why I'm so smart. Okay, so you are opening the gate to there, and where is the other end?
60 feet away from us.
On this asteroid.
Yeah, on this
Okay.
asteroid.
Okay. You can do that. You sort of open up, portal-looking thing, and you see, well, big outpouring of a yellowish green gas coming through, and it seems to just kind of.
Okay.
At first, it kind of pours out kind of everywhere, but then it does seem to like all directions. But it does seem to kind of like a little bit. It does seem like this tiny bit of gravity that the asteroid has is holding it a little bit, but it is also kind of something that's just kind of spreading out into space.
True. Okay. So the general Anna will just comment on the data pad, I guess. So experiment number 1, the general, like the basic hypothesis is a success. It looks like, creating the portal with no other variables, we're already able to get, the gas from the other side to seep through.
The gate that you made.
What?
How big is the gateway that you made? So, like, how much gas can we get it to come out at once?
It is a 20-foot diameter portal.
Oh,
So
not terrible.
Yeah, not terrible, but solid volume that can get through here.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the size of its mouth or something.
Mhm.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to do some math. I'm just curious at this point. What's the size of the portal again?
20 feet in diameter.
Okay, so I need. Oh shit! What's the flow equation?
Someone needs to do fluid mechanics.
I know. Damn it! I'm trying to. I'm not. Obviously, you could go full calculus. I'm not doing. I'm just trying to remember the basic one because it's the speed times the surface area, the cross sectional area times what?
I didn't take the class you did.
Fuck me. Okay. The pressure. That would be force per. That would be then. Then you would get a wait because that'd be force.
What do normal people worry about when they play D&D?
God damn it! No, I know I can figure this out, but my brain is not letting me figure this out right now.
That's fair. You're
So,
on the spot.
I know that I could do this, but I'm just blanking hard right now.
That's what makes it funnier is the fact that you actually could know how to do it. It's a very serious
on the
consideration.
data pad, ask a question. Hold up, Nereid, do you still have the ability to channel wind, or is that not a thing anymore?
I Yeah, I mean, I can conjure a whirlwind.
No, wait, didn't you give up the whirlwind?
Yeah, that was one option to give up, but I don't know if we actually
No,
decided.
no,
that.
I gave up something from Sudoku instead.
Oh, yes,
Right.
you're right. Okay.
Okay. Well, Anna will ask in the data pad. If you want to contribute to science, could I ask that you get on the other side of the portal while wearing, the suit so you're safe, and then whirlwind, force a bunch of the gas through. And I just want to check to see if, you know, we increase the amount that gets out.
Sure.
If you want to contribute to science.
Okay. Wait, I wonder if and this sucks because I'm trying to remember different things, but did Nereid go there or was it just Sudoku?
I think Myriad went.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Nereid will suit up then and step through the portal to the greenish
And
yellow.
don't die on the other side, please.
Try not to the greenish yellow hellscape that is whatever that is. And she'll cast Whirlwind. To force some of the noxious air through the portal.
Anna intently observes from the other side.
Because here's the thing: if you're doing this in a vacuum, because again you're on this asteroid that's in empty space, no atmosphere. So if anything,
Yeah.
the flow rate is as high as it's going to be, regardless of what Neri is doing right now.
Well, that's, I guess, why we're testing it.
Yeah. Well, so again, if you were on,
I didn't think about that.
Right. So
yeah.
if you were on a planet with an atmosphere, then yeah, Nereid would be doing something. But at this point, no, it wouldn't.
Okay.
Right. You try the pressure on the one side here is 0. So by adding more pressure on the other side, it's well, that doesn't really do anything. So,
yeah, we're not in our lab conditions are not optimal, so and they don't necessarily reflect what we're actually going to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay, but so then what we see is no change in flow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we have the observation. So you can come back. Okay, yeah.
I come out of the portal smelling like eggs and Clorox. And, yeah.
Combination, but
hopefully we have an
like
on-ship laundry machine or something. If we don't, that sucks.
Yeah, guess I'll have to burn these clothes. Damn it, I just got dressed again too.
I mean, if you're in the ship, if you're in this spacesuit thing, then only that would smell.
Yeah, so that's true.
Okay, yeah, so the observation, at least from what we can tell, was the flow didn't increase. Can Anna just make an intelligence check or something to basically so that she might know the part about the pressure? Perhaps?
Okay. Yeah, sure, you would know that.
Okay, but conditions aren't optimal, and it could be that when we actually have a non-zero pressure in the situation where it's in Zelinia, it could be different. But yeah, thank you for the help.
No problem.
Okay, so this is one possibility for something that could be done. Obviously, if it's on Selenia, it would be a last resort to basically be gassing the area. But if the alternative is everything getting destroyed and we're already throwing acid grenades and stuff everywhere anyways, it is another thing that can be considered. Okay, Anna will pack up her stuff and then head back onto the ship.
All right. Elvin will follow, and then once again take control of the ship. All right. So cool. That's 1 to 2. Um, weapons we have against the Amorphidon. And do we want to do anything else before we go to the meeting of generals? To the general meeting?
The General Assembly.
We probably need to book it so we don't miss it.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Throw the ship into gear, and then cue the Fireflight stolen footage of the ship, like zooming off into space with the pretty lights behind it. All right. So if nothing else interrupts, we're just gonna head straight to Zelenia.
Hooray!
Selenia.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So again, Harris said she can meet you in front of the palace. And so you can land in kind of the standard like military area, which is nearby, I guess. And and so you can and again, so Clay's not with you here, right? Because he went to
No, we want to round up the troops.
Okay, fair enough. Just making sure. So, yeah, you can get out and head on over towards the palace, and you can see Hera is waiting, and um, sh- uh, she'll kind of wave you over. Everyone good to go?
Elvin will nod.
Best we can.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready, General?
For this meeting, sure.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, never mind. So she'll lead you in. She will go over to one of the lifts and use an ID that she has on the lift to go up to a pretty high floor, though not all the way to the top. And she will, and the door opens and into a hallway. And after going down the hallway a little bit, we'll go into a room that's sort of like a kind of like a big like conference room that has, you see maybe about like 20 or so different people in it. You would probably, just by being Selenian citizens who are in the military, you'd probably at least recognize some of them as like other generals. Um, about maybe 2/3 of them, 50-60%, I say my 60% are Zelenian, but the others are so other various races.
That's
Um,
cool.
and there is, of course, like a chair at one end of the table that's empty right now.
Mhm.
There are a few others in there as well who actually roll a history check, everybody.
All right.
Time for history.
Huzzah!
One of my best
Amazing. I know my military history.
I was about to
You
say
are bred for this moment.
I was about to say, like, I might even want to give Chad advantage, but didn't seem to matter.
Yes.
Oop, oop, oop. Nope, that was wrong.
Oh, thank you.
You're like, I know that guy. No idea what he's thinking though. Um, yeah. So okay, you all definitely recognize, yeah, a fair amount of them. I guess Chad, Myriad, and Eldon more so than Anna, but Anna, you still see some people here, like, oh, that guy. Uh, um, you do see a few other people around that are um that I guess some of you would also recognize as like, oh, that's like that sergeant who was supposedly like did this really cool thing, in some battle a bit ago, and stuff like that. Um,
Hmm.
and you actually also see there, um, standing behind another one of the generals is Shaira,
Oh.
who will see you all, and uh, she looks surprised for like half a second, but then sort of kind of gives you a nod as if like, actually, why was I surprised about seeing you here? That's not that weird.
Olin grins back. Yeah, we kind of just mm, go everywhere. We're just awesome like that. All access, all. When you save the universe, you get a universal all access pass. Only, we do good everywhere we go. We're not like just like, oh, hey, we get to be here.
So, yeah, and Hera will take a seat, and um, again, like there's a few the non generals are just sort of kind of standing kind of behind the generals, sort of around the table. Um,
Hmm.
but um, yeah, there's like a little bit of small conversation, but it's very much like very serious, and people don't really want to say anything besides what they're going to be talking about because of the matter of what we're talking about. So yeah, the atmosphere is definitely tense.
Hmm. Well,
Hmm?
I think we're just gonna Eldon, unless he's otherwise addressed, is gonna. I think Eldon, unless he's otherwise addressed, is just going to find a spot to stand or sit and wait for the meeting to begin.
Hmm. Yes.
Nothing.
Okay.
That was a deep sigh.
War.
Hmm. What
Bureaucracy.
is a simple?
Okay. After a little bit of time, not much. You definitely have not been, you've not been forced to wait in a sense. Um,
Mhm,
the door opens on the other side of the room, again by the open door, and the Emperor walks in and takes a seat.
mhm.
And we'll sort of look at everyone, you know. She does kind of, meet your eyes for a second. She looks around, but not in a way that, like, you know, she's not like singling you out with a stare, right? Uh,
Right. Just
uh,
acknowledging that we are there, right?
yeah. And we'll then say, you all know why we are here. You know the threat that is coming in 2 days. The goal of this meeting is to figure out the overall plan of attack. As far as I am concerned, there are 4 possible angles. There are pros and cons to each of these angles, and there are some that I have a preference for, but there is nothing that I am concerned is completely off the table. Here are the angles that I am thinking of. We have we have small scale, medium scale, large scale, and the last resort. Small scale is using ground troops. This would be individual units trying to come in, do whatever they can themselves on the ground, and using the surroundings. This, of course, has the highest likelihood of troop casualties, and my personal belief, it has the smallest chance of success. but it is likely the method that will result in the smallest casualties and destruction of property and anyone who is potentially still not evacuated. The medium scale is using smaller ships that can fly in and try to take this thing out. There will probably be collateral. This will result in I believe, has a higher chance of success and probably a lower chance of military casualties, but has a higher chance of collateral damage. The third option is large scale, using our large ships normally built for aerial bombardments from up above. This will have the smallest military casualties, but a very large risk of collateral damage. And the last resort is using Sagittarius Station. If we do that, I cannot guarantee that the planet will even survive. I hope that we will not have to use that. At that point, I feel like no matter what happens, we will lose. Just depends in what way. Of course, we don't have to just pick one and only do that one for the entire time. We can start with one, go into another. It may be unwise. Doing multiple at once may be unwise because it will probably result in more troop casualties than necessary. Especially, of course, if we're going with the orbital strikes. Having troops on the ground when orbital strikes are going off on our own planet is not preferred. It is very unlikely we will be able to stop this thing before it lands on Valenia. It very much seems to be on a direct course, and we have witnessed it crashing straight through an asteroid. Now, I just a bit ago received word, and she'll look over to Hera and you guys, that apparently this creature, while normally having very advanced regenerative capabilities, those abilities seem to be stifled through the use of acids. As such, I am authorizing that all of the engineering departments spend all of their time and resources to put together acid-based weaponry. This can be used in the form of incendiary devices that can be carried on a person, or perhaps even acidic charges that can be dropped from ships from above. Of course, the acids that we use will on a large scale, like with those weapons, will almost certainly result in significant collateral damages. From talking with Vesper in the Scrutum, they have told me that while it seemed like they could hurt it, it would always seem to recover whatever they were able to do, and it also seemed to gain sort of resistance to whatever they were able to do. They blast it with fire, and it seems to burn somewhat, but as that recovers, the fire stops affecting it. It seems like it has a way of adapting its physiology to counter various threats. Presumably, the acid is an exception to this. But we can't confirm that, given the information we currently have. I guess the plan at this moment is to try to figure out what to do and in what order. What should our approach be from the start? I'm looking for anyone's advice in that area.
Well, I guess first thing to bring up is since we believe that acid will stop it from regenerating, we basically need a steady stream of acid on it at all times. Do we think that the acid-based weaponry that can be constructed in time, and obviously there's only like 2 days to do it, would this be in the form of like orbital strike acid weaponry, or is this like just grenades? So I guess the question is, who can actually possess the acid-based weaponry that's being developed?
Hmm.
The idea is that we can hopefully design acid-based weaponry for all three of those stages I mentioned before. We could have personal equipment. We could have smaller scale, smaller ships with large containers that can be dumped, and possibly, while we cannot directly turn an orbital strike into, change that exactly, but we could at least have large quantities of acid hopefully being developed to be released. The problem in this case is simply not so much, well, partly converting some of our devices to be able to withstand a strong acid, but partly in simply having enough acid in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe more other weapons will be able to do more damage with it once we burn away its regenerating adaptive outer shell.
My Emperor was. Oh, go on.
I definitely agree that the ground troop method, though, is least, as you said, is least effective and will cause the most unnecessary loss of life. So that I think should definitely be off the table. Maybe for battleships, for your second option, maybe they can be used to lure the creature to a. I mean, I realize Zelenia is a fully populated planet. It's basically a mega city, but there has to be bits of wasteland, maybe parts of it that are used for, that are unusable land or where basically all of the planet's waste goes. Some place where we can lure it to go where it would be least likely to cause damage. I guess that'd be a good question for Vesper if it seemed to know where all of the centers of population were, if that's if that's an intentional target or not, or if it just seems to be going where the most people are, or just wherever wherever it happens to be facing when it lands on planet. Carpet bombing the place. Your third option, orbital strikes, I think would probably be the best, though, like you said, it would be the most amount of damage. But I mean, there's no use holding back with this thing if what I know about it is correct. If we hold back for even a little bit, this thing it's just going to give it more time to read to regenerate and adapt. Can't really afford to do that. Sagittarius Station, it's like using a ship to kill an ant. He said there might not be a planet left to come back to. So.
That being said, oh, go on. Mm-hmm.
No, that was me.
That being said, my Emperor, what's the situation of civilian looking like? Is the planet evacuated, or are we still in the evacuation process?
The evacuation process is still ongoing. It shall be going on for roughly another day.
Will every civilian be off the planet by the time this Samotagon gets here?
We're not going. Well, the goal is, of course, that everyone who is willing to go can go. We're not going to be breaking into people's houses to drag them out. But
so the people who are
from given the resources that I have put towards this, and from our preliminary scans, at least right now, it seems that last time I checked a few hours ago, we had about a quarter of the population still on the planet.
And those who stay, I'm sorry to say, they stay here willingly.
Yes, that is how we will operate. We have told
yes.
in the announcement that I made, I specifically said that those who stayed we will be unable to help them.
Yes. So, I think we should personally, from my perspective, generals, I personally think we should operate with Zelinia as a free fire zone. Of course, we want to make sure that the people who evacuated we want them to have a planet to come back to. So naturally, Sagittarius Station, while being the most effective for the greater galaxy, will probably not be in Zelenia's best interest to use until, as you have said, Emperor, the last resort. Is there any way we can make sure this thing doesn't even make it planet side? Scramble the Navy. Make sure that it's caught in Zelenian space. Keep it there for as long as we can. While the ground forces try to shore up this place the best they can.
We have, based on what we have seen in terms of what this creature's movement speed through space, and also some simulations we have run, we do not feel confident in being able to stop it, let alone even significantly slow it down while traveling.
Hmm.
So this is going to happen on Zelenia regardless. Don't like those odds.
This thing's on a collision course. There's no way we're gonna be able to do anything to it.
Well, if it's going to break into the atmosphere, then we can at least greet it with a full-on laser to the face and a 20 by 20 hole of acid smoke. You hit it full bore. We'll try and get it hit it in the sky as much as we can before it hits the ground. But then again, if it's so fast that we can't stop it from moving while it's in space, we're probably not going to have very much time between the time it breaks through the atmosphere until it touches down.
Agreed. I think, personally, for the sake of argument, we should just go under the assumption that our primary objective should be to neutralize this thing. At the same time, at least having a planet for the people to come back to. I think damage to the planets and its assets is unavoidable at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I am not under the delusion that we will have no collateral damage. We obviously will have collateral damage. The issue is how much is necessary and how much can be prevented. Point number 1 is to destroy this thing. Point number 2 is to save as much of Zelenia as we can in the process.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking between the 4 plans you cited, we hit it with the fighter jets with plan 2 to tenderize it. Then we come in with if it's still limping along at that point, which it probably will be. We hit it with plan 3. Then like with a coordinated airstrike of jets and air, and though maybe if we can get hit it in the air with the aerial strike versus it hitting waiting until it's on the ground, maybe that will minimize the collateral damage done by like that weaponry, and then when it's that much more weakened, we can hit it with the smaller ships while also hitting it with whatever we have available. What about the palace laser that you all have? Can that be used to intercept this thing as it's coming down?
Palace laser?
Do you, Is there not a weapon in the palace that can be used to fire upon incoming large-scale threats?
I don't think they know that in this timeline, Nolden. He's gonna whisper.
Right, yeah, I'm getting that.
There is a device built into the palace that was used as a method of possibly resetting timelines, but based on testing we've done recently, it's proven to be ineffective and not working
as
correctly.
in it won't work. It won't work at all.
It seemed that based on data that we have collected, it seemed that it was used before, but it seems that it's unable to work further.
Okay.
Even then, based on how it worked previously, it only set the time back by 3 hours, which at this point is not enough to change at least the beginning of the initiation of this incident.
Okay.
Now, of course, we are going into this with just the intel provided. He's gonna eyes the rest of his team. Well, I think if this council is to put all our cards on the table, then damn it, let's put all our cards on the table. Even the wild cards. The forces of the Scooter remnants and whatever we have here on Zelinia won't be the only combatants taking the field that day when this Immortagon comes. We have a third source of reinforcements coming, but we cannot guarantee it'll hinder us as much as help us. He's gonna look at his teammates, seeing if they're okay with me sharing this information.
Yeah, thumbs up from Anna.
Eldon will nod.
Of course, in the circle of generals, you're all aware of the soldier going AWOL. Kashal, are you not?
There's a bit of murmuring as some of them are maybe unsure, but then they get filled in by the others that are. So there's kind of overall after a little bit, then there's a little consensus. So yeah.
Kashal, for better or for worse, has volunteered their services to be here. I can't guarantee what that means. None of us can. But they will be here in some capacity. And if I can put my own personal thoughts on the matter, I don't trust Kashal, but I trust that they will work in their own best interest. And we can only hope that this Immortagon is working against their best interests.
Pretty much working against everybody's best interest.
So that's a thing to keep in mind. We'll have Kashal on the field. They are powerful. Scarily so. Just don't know if that power will be turned against us when it's all said and done. He's gonna, finish his thing.
Well, since they are an unknown variable, we will have to acknowledge that they will be present, but don't think anyone can really plan anything around them in any direction.
Yeah, so we'll just hope for a little extra help in that area. Okay, so what do we think of orbital strike before it hits the ground, and then jet damage along with the acid weapons we bring in, and the like in when Anna's ace in the hole.
Ace in the hole.
To put it simply, there's a way for me to expedite the amount of acid that gets well, it'll be in gaseous form. So I would consider this under the large scale if we were going to do the classification. Basically, there's a way that we can have a lot of extra acid gas right in front of this creature's, hopefully, nostrils, mouth, whatever. But it would involve bringing in chemical gases onto the planet.
It seems from how you're talking that you have a plan to do that.
Yeah, if we're already going to be doing orbital strikes with acid grenades, it's on that level, I would say.
Could you explain?
In terms of basically this acid cloud would keep it from regenerating, but the level of damage is probably going to be on the same scale as us throwing, explosives on the planet. It would be introducing chemical gases around the city.
And how would you accomplish this?
Oh, we got some skills.
Anna?
I think they're waiting for an explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not the place to be coy about what you're capable of.
Okay, we're bringing in acid from Tarva. So it'll be a portal between here and the atmosphere of Tarva.
And you are capable of creating this?
Yup.
And
we actually we did a test run not too long ago in some backwater asteroid.
Mm-hmm. We know,
and
well,
also
you know,
and also that you can close said portal.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this was tested.
All right. Well, that can also be an option. As long as it can be closed, because, well, inundating the entire Zillion atmosphere with the Tarvan atmosphere is not ideal. But
It's not, but
it
if we
can be
need to bring out the
if
big guns,
and if
yeah.
it can at least be somewhat controlled, then that may be necessary to employ.
Yeah, the location can be controlled for where it is. Basically, the plan is once it has landed or is in a spot, I would like to place the location of that portal as close to its face as possible. Essentially, choke it in with all of these acidic vapors. And I can close it whenever I would like to. Like I said, in my mind, if we're already going to be doing the large scale option with orbital strikes, I think this is an add on.
wonder too if you could open the gate in a contained field here, and the gas can be taken into capsules of some sort and used as even further ammunition against it. How long can you keep that gate open?
1 minute. So
Okay.
probably, yeah, just for the duration of a battle.
Okay, so it'll probably just work for the battle then. I mean, but still, right? Smoke right. Acid smoke right in its face. That'll definitely help.
Yeah, that's the hope.
All right, that can be something that we can employ if necessary.
Excellent.
Each of you, of course, will be in control of your own units, and you will be in communication with. And then she'll also look at the kind of at you guys and the other non-generals and say, you will all be in communication with your generals as well as the rest of your units. Ultimately, their decision is final in terms of what they think that you all will need to do. If anyone
Okay.
does anyone have anything else to say regarding any other variables that may be important?
Nolan's gonna shake his head.
None, my emperor.
Nope.
That's it from me.
As a DM, I feel kind of bad. It feels weird that you guys like the only ones talking, but like I don't know what to have the general say, so I don't fucking know what to do. So,
Oh, you're good.
Yee.
okay. Well,
You just say they sit around looking grim based.
yeah, and she will say, the emperor will say, I will require some of you to go over some more precise allocations of resources and ship parts and other clerical stuff, but the rest of you may be dismissed. And so Hera's gonna kind of look back at you and kind of just say quietly, like, I gotta stay for this, but you guys can go.
All right.
Mhm.
Elden will stand up to go.
Sandwich head.
Uh, You'll see that Shara also is kind of ready to go.
Oh.
So, and so she'll actually like step out of the room. So, you guys gonna go also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They're only. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely step out of the room too.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, we've done that. We know that our acid fog, and Anna's acid fog portal thing will work. Oh,
Out of the
that's
frying pan into the fire.
and that's true.
Mm. So, as you kind of step out, you see that Shara's is sort of a few steps away, seemingly kind of waiting for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll kind of again give all of you a nod and say, um, could have been a nicer environment to see you again.
Well, it could, but still, it's good to see you again.
Likewise.
Know if anyone else is what any of the other guys are doing.
Other guys?
From our, you know,
Actually,
vacation.
wait. Yeah, did you get the invitation?
What invitation?
We're all having a reunion dinner tomorrow, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, where?
You're invited. Well, it's gonna be at Rasan because Aja's place has a lot of really tasty fruit, as you remember during the actual itinerary. But yeah, everyone from that pleasure cruise, well, we all went through that shared experience, even if it was traumatizing. So,
Oh, it was.
because of that, yeah, tomorrow we're holding a reunion dinner. And I thought we sent it out to everyone, but maybe it didn't work. Maybe it didn't go through for you.
I'll
But
be
yeah, you're
honest.
definitely invited.
I'll be honest, I don't remember you sending that thing out to anybody.
Oh, I don't remember either.
It's
Okay.
gonna be
Oh,
us
yeah,
at the
No,
table.
he put that up to like everybody else. Like it was gonna be like Aja and Sudoku and everybody else was gonna invite people.
Oh,
Right.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
we were busy like,
And
trying to
Sudoku got
save the
distracted.
universe, and they were gonna do the party invites.
Yeah, they were gonna take care of everything. So these guys are the ones slacking off.
Okay,
Definitely not
I
us.
mean, I don't remember that, but okay, fine. I
I
didn't
don't
know that.
remember it either. I just
Okay.
assumed
No,
you did.
because literally they're like, we'll stay here and do like preparations and stuff. So
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, well, by preparations, I thought it meant just like preparing like the food, not like contacting
no,
people.
also like I assumed it meant like inviting everyone and everything.
See, this is what happens. Everyone assumes that someone else is going to do it, and then that never happens.
When we showed up, it literally was going to be Zeska, Aja, and us.
This literally just turned into a group project. Oh my god! Like I thought you were gonna make the PowerPoint.
You said you were going to. When the hell did I say that? You said this. That meant you were going to make the PowerPoint. Hmm.
I started making the
Awkward.
PowerPoint, but you fucking used Google Slides. Like Google Slides, I thought we were doing this on Prezi. God damn.
Why are there so many options?
I don't know. And then there's like the random asshole who has a Mac, so they can't contribute anything.
It's really overwhelming.
This sounds specific.
Yes, yes, it does.
This sounds uh, inspired by real life events.
And we'll rant about it later.
um, all right.
Okay. She'll say, "All right. Yeah. Give us enough time to get back here before everything falls apart."
Yep. Yes. Coming back to place where all the crazy is happening, but that's kind of what we do.
Well, also, if you're in or if you're down for it, do you need a ride or anything? Because we're probably going to be in Zelinia and then heading over to Rasan like tomorrow morning or something.
Yeah, sure. I'll hitch a ride.
All right, it's done.
Mm-hmm. Good deal.
Yeah. Well, let's hope your acid thing is true.
Mm.
Well, either way I see it, either it works or none of this is going to be our problem anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be everyone else's problem.
I was going to imply that it won't be anyone's problem because we'd be all dead.
On this planet, there's other planets.
Always got 'em.
Something I forgot to
bright
ask.
side of
What's this
life.
thing's primary objective? Do we know?
From what I gathered, based on what the Scudam guys were saying, it just seemed like it wanted to just tear any sort of civilization down. seems like it's got some way of sort of sniffing out who's the top dog in the area, going after them. And then once they're gone, moves on to the next one.
The way you're describing that makes it sound like it's aligned with Kershaw's goals. Doesn't that seem right?
I mean,
Well, I'm not talking. Well, I'm talking to everyone else in the party. But
Valon frowns
Yeah.
at that.
Well,
Well,
really wise to ask for her help, their help.
Yes, I don't know. Probably
well,
not.
genie's out of the bottle now. But there is now that you mention it, Anna, and I thought of this before. I think, did I? Maybe. I'm thinking of it now for
It's
sure.
the destruction of like everything that they, I mean, I bet they don't love this. What do you call it? Oh God, my brain is like so fried right now, guys. I'm sorry.
you're
Good.
fine.
All good.
Yeah.
And they don't love this consumerist society.
There we go.
It makes sense, right? But I mean, the whole, and especially like specifically the empire's alignment with destructive businesses and their practices.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd love nothing better to watch this place crumble. But I don't know if they meant in like a literal sense.
Yeah,
If
but
it's
there's
actually going to hell and like, I thought they were against destruction. And the problem is this thing is not just, it's just gonna keep planet hopping until, everyone's dead. So
well, there is a concerning little tidbit where you know how this thing's main tagline is it finds us or organic or small or like third dimensional beings disgusting. Like that's its main word. Well,
yeah.
when during certain incidents I was alone with Kershaw and they stepped over the corpse of the security officer they'd killed, that was the word they used to describe, like to refer to that
Oh.
to that dead being.
Oh no.
Specifically, that same word.
Huh.
So could have been a
Didn't you,
coincidence.
didn't bother to tell us this earlier before we made arrangements with Kershaw?
It didn't occur to me earlier before we made arrangements with Kershaw.
Damn it, Eldon, you
Oh,
probably
God
killed us
damn
all!
I wonder.
doubt it.
Yeah, I wonder if we ever had a way to think back on all of our conversations and like look back at our conversations with Kershaw if they use language like that consistently.
Hang on, I think God recorded something on YouTube. Let me go check.
Huh.
That's a fair point, I guess. I'm
Even
sure
God
God
has
keeps
the
the
YouTube
record
channel.
somewhere.
But yeah, that lines up weirdly.
I kind of. God damn it. Well, like I said, I guess it just still comes back to what I said before. No point
Yeah.
worrying about. No point worrying about rain if you're already flooded or if you're already drowning. So
Well, we'll treat them as a hostile if they present themselves as hostile.
I suppose.
Entirely reasonable.
Yeah. Well, sorry guys, I invited that toxic friend to the party.
It's okay. We eventually get along, or they eventually fold into the party, and their jokes are a little off color and they still stink, but they're not so bad.
And
Hopefully.
to be honest,
Eldon, this thing wants us dead.
Oh no, I was talking about Kershaw. This thing is totally that bad.
yeah. Well,
No,
about
that thing wants
Kershaw,
us dead.
well, about Kershaw, when I asked from our information source, remember that they were nearby Zelenia. So I get the feeling that even if they said they didn't know what was happening, they probably did and probably would show up anyways. They're probably just lurking in the background, waiting to strike.
Hmm.
Well, at least we'll be on our toes.
Yeah.
Nothing would be worse than being in the middle of a battle like this and then, surprise!
Ugh.
We should probably let the generals know to treat Kershaw as hostile.
I'm sure they'll do that anyway.
Yeah, they're not stupid,
Hmm.
or at least Hera's not.
No.
I would hope.
Hmm.
So, this is a Shara speaking. So, how do you think you guys are gonna approach all this? Like, from your perspective, what do you think is the best thing that you guys should be doing?
Like when the battle comes, or
Yeah.
okay. Well, Anna's gonna be doing her hopefully smoke screen. I am going to suit up my ship with the bestest weapons possible, preferably acidic, and blast the shit out of it as much as I
Yeah, I
can.
imagined we would be on the ship,
Well,
or at least some of us would be on the ship.
mhm.
Because when all those bombs and grenades get lobbed over, I don't think anyone wants to be on the ground.
Mhm.
So you're all gonna be on a ship together?
Don't
Well,
know
that
what
was my
else I
thought.
can be.
Yeah.
Hmm. Seems that
Mhm.
I'm basically being assigned to. Well, let's just say I've been told I'm not gonna be in a ship.
Really? Where are
What?
you gonna be?
I'm gonna be. She sort of she shifts her wings around that she has behind her and says, "Well, there's not that many of us that can fly on our own in the army.
Hmm.
Seems that guys want them to use that to uh use our natural talents to the best they can. Obviously, big strikes will be helpful, but probably going to need smaller individuals to come in and do something every now and then."
Oh wow. Whoa. Damn.
Air
Then
supports.
they just ordered you to do this?
Yeah.
Like,
Gee,
oh shit, Shara. Damn. Um.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a chance your ship could get blown apart. So if that happens,
hmm.
you're gonna want someone that can fly to try to prevent you from smacking into the ground.
Okay. Well, that sounds reasonable. They wanted you to like fly up and attack this thing on your own. That's what I was freaking out about.
Well, basically, our job is to do whatever we need to do.
Hmm. Wow.
Save who
Well.
we can if necessary, and if there's no one, then if there's no one in the immediate vicinity, then well, the only thing in the immediate vicinity is going to be that thing.
Hmm. Well, that sucks to have special skills.
Yeah, word of advice: make yourself unmemorable.
I think it's a little too late for us to do that.
Also truth.
Yeah, well, guess I could pass it on to the to whatever new people are going to be brought in to patch up the holes if everyone's going to be gone after this.
Perfect.
That dinner will be nice.
Yeah, that'll the calm and good food before the storm for sure.
Probably shouldn't, completely drink ourselves to death.
Yeah, moderation, but still, good food, good company, at least like 1 or 2 good drinks. If nothing else, we've certainly earned that, I think.
Well, I mean, still got time, I guess, before all this shit goes down, so might as well do something fun while we're waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got something in mind?
Party at Chad's house.
Hey, I'm down. The Hollismith brothers ready for company?
Oh yeah.
Sarah looks over to Chad and will sort of say, "Yeah, you never did let me see that place."
Well, why don't we go find out?
All right, let's do it.
Yuri kind of snickers and she, like, kind of quietly to the others, and she's like, I'm not even letting him letting his girlfriend meet the in-laws yet. Come on.
Like Elder's like says quietly as he can. The in-laws are dead. His parents are already
Well, I
deceased.
meant brothers-in-law, Eldon.
Oh, okay. You never
Not
mind. Okay,
that dense.
sorry. I have
It's
all the
okay.
faith in you.
Okay.
Well,
I guess Michael, you're kind of taking the lead on this one.
I guess I am. I guess we go to the Hollisfoot residence.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's an apartment. Surprisingly.
Oh,
No,
okay.
not a small apartment, but like more of a
Mhm.
condo, really.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're
It's-
at commercial district.
Commercial district, yes, or I guess maybe like
Or
a
are we
special
neighbors the
area,
entire time?
maybe, or either that, or maybe it's probably in like some military housing project. I guess I don't know.
Oh
Valon,
yeah, true.
yeah,
Well, like, yeah, the Air Force Base here has lots of actual, like, military housing.
yeah.
So it could
Oh,
just be within the property. Ooh.
that was my phone.
Your phone, okay?
Yeah, it's okay. This thing's practically indestructible.
Go.
Knock on wood.
Frankly, indestructible drops it again.
Go. Got it.
Yes. And so we go up to the house. And we knock on the door.
Knock, knock.
You do.
Someone opens it. And it's a Zillion man. Obviously.
Hmm.
It's a Zillion man. He appears to be dressed up in what appears to be just, the dress uniform. I think I will show up a picture of it. I'll show a picture of it again.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember.
Something like that. Just, your dress uniform. Nice clothing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't appear to be too
Ooh,
old.
that's a lot of insignias.
Yes. Okay, maybe not without the mild levels.
The dude in the
It's
middle
good.
smile looks painful. Well, not so much painful as like you need to work your lips up a bit, bro. Come on now. Work them
He
facial muscles.
he looks like he doesn't want to be there.
He's probably
Right.
been through some shit, so
Probably,
yeah,
yeah.
AKA he
Yeah.
doesn't want to be there.
yeah.
And yep. He doesn't look as old as Chad or Clay would. But he's not a young man either. He's probably say around mid 30s. Chad and Clay being in their late 30s.
Mhm.
And he looks at you all. And he closes the door. I'm kidding. He looks at you all.
Okay.
Well, it's about time I meet you all. You're the boys who've been running around with my brothers.
That'd be us. Elvin will stick his hand up and out.
Yes, but I'm not a
Eldon
boy, but
Murnick
yes.
Hollowswift. Sorry, yeah, at your, sorry, Ernick, okay, Eldon Murnick Ashworth at your service.
Well, I don't know about service, but it's good meeting you. Corporal
meeting
Anthony
you.
Hollowswift. You can call me Ant.
Nice
Or
to meet you,
Tony.
Ant.
Or
Tony.
Corporal if you're Chad over there.
Eldon's gonna look up Chad.
He's gonna be like, whatever. What about the rest of you? I mean, I know your names by now, I know your story, but this one over here decided to introduce himself. Best y'all should do too.
Yeah, I'm Anna. I mean, you had the pleasure of giving me different options. I think the most familiar one, if you're gonna go by Tony, you can call me Anna, but Anastasia also works, but whatever. And
Pleased to
yeah,
meet you.
same. Charmed.
They told me how smart you were. Coming up with all the
Uh,
plans, keeping them alive.
well, someone needs to keep a little order in this party.
That's so. Oh, by the way, his leg, I think, fucking left leg. You can tell, you can hear whirring and stuff, so you can tell
Oh.
it's a prosthetic.
Oh.
Yeah, I was wondering which one of these guys had the prosthetic leg.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at Nereid. Oh. And you are?
Nereid ashtrays. Uh,
Well, it's pleased to
yeah.
meet you, Nereid.
Nice meeting you too. You seem surprisingly normal compared to your brothers. So,
Someone's gotta be. I know,
it's,
go on.
it's throwing me off a little.
I get that all the time. Well, with Chad being Mr. Military Man over there and Clay being, well, Clay. I can see that how meeting someone like me can be very off-putting, especially when they've got the image in your mind, right?
Well, not off-putting, just throw you off kilter. You know.
Well, yeah, it puts you off kilter. That's off-putting.
Uh,
Well, I suppose off-putting has a more negative connotation, but Nereid was making a joke because she does that sometimes.
Hey, ain't no harm, no foul. Well, I guess you. Oh, of course. How could I forget it? He looks at Shara. And you all, ma'am?
Hold on one second. I need to look up military ranks. What'd you say Anthony was again?
He was just a corporal.
Okay.
I don't even know. Wait, is corporal for all of the militaries or only one branch in like the U.S.?
I think it's for the Marines. It's for the Army.
Okay.
I don't know if it's for the Navy. I think the Navy have something else.
Yeah, I don't know any of these. I mean, like, I think admiral is Navy only, maybe, but
Yes.
yeah, I don't know where it ranks. Corporal.
Admiral's probably like high up there. Corporal's not
Yeah,
like
it's
I
high.
don't think it's like a
I'm
really
tr-
high rank.
No, it's not super high. I'm just trying to find a list that's actually like complete because I know it's those two that's missing. Um,
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
in the
yeah.
Marines, the highest is sergeant, like sergeant major.
Mm,
Well, there's two there because there's the like there's like the soldiers that are like on the ground fighting, and then there's like the officers above them. So like
yeah.
the sergeant is
Yeah.
the sergeant major is the highest of like the soldiers that are like doing the fighting.
Yeah, the
Um,
regular enlistment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like the thing I had in mind was like all the Holoswood people, they were not officers. They were
Mhm.
just like the grunts. So
Yeah.
like I think Chad was like the highest at the sergeant.
Gotcha.
yeah, okay. Just making sure I got things right.
Oh yeah,
All
so
good.
sergeant would be E5, so like the fifth highest, and then
Mhm.
corporal is E4, one below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Okay.
And Clay was also a corporal before he
Left.
yeah, he dipped.
Ah,
You guys
okay, and
see
then
Lance?
yeah,
You guys see
privates are
Lance
the very
Corporal on
bottom.
there anywhere?
Yeah, lance corporal is right below corporal.
Okay, so it's E3.
Yeah, and then there's private first class, and then
Gotcha.
private is the lowest.
Mm.
Okay.
I did not know any of these.
I don't know this shit either. Anyway,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. I wanted to. That's why I looked this up because I wanted to make sure I was going to say something that wasn't wrong. Yeah. So Cher will say, actually, Master Sergeant Sherathal.
He's gonna salute her. Well, damn, Sergeant.
Ooh.
Pleasure. He's gonna take her hand and shake it.
Mhm.
No need for the formalities for this.
Well, if you say so. Well, y'all just managed to come by here as we were getting ready, so would be rude to keep you at the door, so why'd you hop in?
Thank you.
Getting ready as in you were preparing to evacuate, or you're planning to stay with all the shit that was happening around?
Oh, well, we plan to stay, of course. This is our home, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I was taken off active service around the time, not the last one, but the one before this one.
Mm.
Heard you had another shindig at a random talk.
Ah.
They did. I didn't. I wasn't there for that.
I
Oh, well,
was.
so you had. Oh,
I mean, yeah, some of us were supporting that, but we weren't actually there. Some of us were there, though.
Chad was talking about how you guys had another tour around Batak, but I guess not that accurate. But anyway, I was taken out of active service, like the last one before that. The very bad one, you know?
Mm,
You heard of it.
The OG are on talk.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they usually just keep me behind the desk, you know, drill sergeanting, I guess. Though I'm not a sergeant.
Doing office work?
More or
Or-
less. You know,
Yeah.
then you gotta do things now. Whole empire has gone to hell. Everyone, all hands on deck, you know?
Yep.
So I'll be right there with you, boys and girls.
Well, we're
He's gonna, go on.
I said, well, we're just here to not think about work and visit the Holoswift tribe and see what you guys are all about.
I met one. How about you meet the rest of them?
Sounds good.
We
Sure.
met 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna lead you into the living room.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you got Clay. He's just, I don't know, making a sandwich in the kitchen because he's Clay.
That's pretty tame
Hey,
for Clay.
Yeah,
But
I
is
thought,
he
yeah, I thought
like
you were
a
gonna
good
say-
sandwich maker? Like, is he making a beautiful sandwich, or is he like one of those people who just like takes whatever shits in the fridge and just puts it between 2 pieces of bread?
He's
Well,
an
let's find
Arvin
it.
sandwich maker.
Well, let's find out. What would I roll for something like this?
Uh,
I'll roll.
I would
sandwich.
argue you could
Yeah.
either roll sleight of hand
Ooh.
or performance.
Oh, I'll roll sleight of hand. It is an okay sandwich, I guess.
It's a decent.
It's
It is
a decent.
solid
It's a
sandwich.
pretty good sandwich.
It's
It's
not
not
getting
a Gordon Ramsay
It's not getting
sandwich.
awards, but it's
Yeah,
you know,
but-
no complaints.
It looks good and it'll do its job.
Yeah.
Little job. I
The
mean,
job
you
of
know,
being a
we can ask for
sandwich.
good sandwich. Mhm.
Good sandwich. Very good sandwich, yes. Mm. And then on the couch, instead of two other Zillion men, younger than, of course, the former three that you've met, they're dressed up in very. You can tell these are active. They're active boys, like they're active military. So they got like, but except they're like, of course, they're home, so they're gonna like be stripping it, like stripped down, like say whatever jumpsuit they have on is like rolled up like at their hips, like the sleeves are like dangling down, and yeah, dog tags on their chests, and they're just talking amongst each other. I mean, as far as looks go, you can just imagine like how Valon has Celine people, how they had they got like the webbed fingers or whatever, and they got the like ashen skin, but like with various hair colors, vibrant hair colors. So theater of the mind, imagination. I'm not too picky. They're probably gonna be wearing helmets most of the time anyway.
Mhm. Okay. This is the way.
This is the way. They're talking and they look over, and one of them looks over. Was waiting to see when we might be words.
Aha, the orator.
Yes. Was wondering when we'd be meeting you.
Same.
He gets up and
nothing
takes a
more
drag of a
nasty.
cigarette.
Hmm.
Ashroth, you say?
Sure. Like the Ashworth ship stop and grill on Toronto.
That's not the way I heard it. He's gonna take in that. He's gonna put a cigarette in his mouth and shake it. His hand.
Cool.
Private First Class Damien Oliver Swift, 44th Zillian Reconnaissance. Heard you're not a bad shot.
I do all right. Helps to have good weaponry.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Mm. Reconnaissance. So you long range shooter yourself?
I'm sniper unit.
Oh, nice. You traveled anywhere interesting during your tour of service?
Yeah. Insert planets here that he's been to.
Gotcha. Oh, Eldon will know about planets, and
I would
we'll
imagine.
chat
Yeah.
with him about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine that the Zilliania's influence is everywhere in the galaxy, and you probably has soldiers everywhere doing soldier things, if that's
Cool.
correct in assuming.
I mean, definitely within like the Empire's like
Yeah,
region of control. Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
but yeah, sure. I'm not going to be picky about any of that because I haven't thought of all the specifics of that anyway. So whatever.
Neither have I. Well, that's him. Or that's the wrong accent. I'm already fucking up. Well, that's that. So, what were the rest of you?
Anna walks up and will say, "Hi there, I'm Anna. In battle, I also try to stay as far away from the actual combat as possible. Otherwise, I'll get hit and get beaten up. So, don't really like to do that."
Well, who likes to get beaten up, yeah?
Excuse me?
Who likes to get beaten up, yeah?
No.
Well, no one does, yeah?
Correct. Yeah. That's
Pleased
the
to
right
meet
idea.
you.
Yeah.
That was a disaster. Oh boy.
This is gonna be a long visit.
Tries to find common ground. Still manages to make it as awkward as possible.
What about the rest of you?
I don't think Nereid even introduced herself to the first person.
It's
No, he did. Or she did.
did.
Oh, I
Well,
missed it then.
Okay. Yeah. Nereid walks up and she says, Nereid Ashrays, former captain of the Triton Royal Guard, so I'm used to beating idiots into shape. Then got sent to the military. Did some work. Don't actually know what rank I am there. Probably lower than what I need to be to get my job back. But yeah, ended up running into your brothers there. I'm more close range than these other guys.
Pleasure to meet you. Of course, in personally. I'd like to give them the 1-2, yeah?
Yeah, crack a few skulls together.
I find that respectable. Give some more for people like me, yeah? You've been keeping the boys out of the trouble. I
Oh,
saved
yeah.
their lives a few times.
Huh. More than a few, but they've saved my skin a few times too, so call it even.
Yeah, even it is then. He's gonna look at the chair. Ma'am?
She nods and say, "Don't worry about rank here."
Alright. Pleased to
Just-
meet you nonetheless. Your share, yeah?
Yep, just visiting as friends. Or, well, actually, I just realized that sounds kind of mean to Chad. I'll say, just visiting as companions. Don't know if that's better, but I'm sticking with it.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's just companion. Make yourself at home if that's alright with you.
Sounds good to me.
Well. Alistair, or not Alistair. Alistair shows up, hey, I'm not dead. No.
Today, I'm not dead.
Alistair, introduce yourself as a fucking, bunch of pillows with, a picture of Alistair on it.
Oh my god.
Rude, we have guests. Don't make it awkward.
Well, okay, I guess Anthony's gonna bring you all some drinks. Why not? Not like Gabe, but maybe just maybe not alcohol. Or whatever you want. Well,
I will have one booze, please.
well, you're in our house. Might as well feed you. What you guys want?
Appreciate it.
I'm assuming you guys just tell them what.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he'll come back with that. Yeah. The other one.
I mean,
go
that
on.
sandwich looks mighty tasty, so one of those.
One sandwich for the lady coming up.
Chad,
And it
no,
even
not
looks
Chad.
like it was cut up properly.
Cracking, Clay, just no, it's my sandwich.
My sandwich. I'll get you one, but this one mine.
Get your own damn sandwich.
Exactly.
I feel like Clay would be like that, kind of neurotic about it, where he's like, no, you can't make sandwiches right. You sit the fuck down. I make your own sandwich.
I'll make the sandwiches.
Made sandwiches in this
It's like,
house.
Chad, don't touch that sandwich. You suck at it.
You fucking suck. You know what happened last time? Went fucking nuclear.
Poor Chad. Can't cook for himself.
Well, he lives off MREs and whatever the cafeteria gives, so he's fine. He'll live.
That's fair.
Then appears to be the other one that's just looking at you. He's just sipping on his drink, looking at you guys.
Is it can I inside him? What's the look?
Go ahead, insight him if you want.
Sure.
Okay, I'll insert.
Yeah, insight.
Ew.
He looking at, or well, I guess Julie can, or not Julie, Neri can tell. He's just trying to figure you out. He's trying to figure everyone out.
Okay.
Hold on, let's have Shaira insight also. Let's see.
Nereid looks at him with her cold, dead fish eyes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. He's trying to figure out, I guess for Shahir, he's trying to figure out how. I guess, what's the thing? How would I describe this in a non-rude way? He's heard the stories, yeah. Like of course he's the younger one of the House of clan, and he's heard the stories, and he's just wondering, are these the same guys that I've heard about? They don't look up and like that.
Like unimpressed, or just kind of like
Not
thrown off?
impressed, confused, thrown off.
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
it's more so like it's not what he was expecting. He was probably like in his mind was thinking, oh, some super badass military force like Spec Ops, Black Ops unit, and then
You get
a
Eldon and
couple.
Anna.
It's just a couple of
But
dudes.
instead, yeah, we look like stragglers grabbed off the street. Okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna speak. Oh, those stories. Are really you guys?
Shahir
Yep.
kind of looks around like, depends on the story.
Well, I mean, of course, depends on who you ask. Clay here said you all went to Skuda, then came back here and assassinated the queen. And then went to the center of the universe and fought the Emperor naked.
I don't remember
Wow.
that detail, but
That's an
probably.
interesting story.
Shahir looks
Yeah.
with a like.
Yeah, I mean that is us.
I mean, we were fully clothed when we did all of those things, but well, he like kind of
Speak
casts a
for
look at
yourself.
Myriad. Most of us were.
Shahir will say, "Well, I don't know anything about center of the universe part, but I was on Iran Motok, and then rushed back to Zelinia to help defend the palace myself. But I didn't know these guys back then, so
Well, that's I just need to know because I no offense to Clay over there who's still making sandwiches.
gotta make it right, damn it!
Gotta make it right, damn it! Put the
This one's still
tomato.
green.
No, the tomato goes there. I'm turning to Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan makes a sandwich. Yeah.
We got the tomatoes, brothers.
Get me some horseradish, some raw eggs, and some pickled pig's feet.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sad to know, because I mean, no offense to Clay over there, but we kind of always know that his stories don't really always match up to how they are in real life. Talk, and then well, I guess Chad's also saying over there where you guys go in the centers of the universe, fighting emperors and fighting monsters the size of Selenia itself. Oh hell, he even told me is you were fighting Zelenia itself at one point in time.
Eldon's gonna kind of look over at Chad to gauge his reaction to his brother telling us this.
He's just gonna look at him with a death stare, like "Shut up."
Mm-hmm. Well, as wild as it was, I mean, again, fully clothed, but the rest, yeah, that actually happened.
Well, shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, are you with the rest of them? He's gonna extend his hand. Private Benjamin Allswift.
Eldon will reach out and up and shake Benjamin Hollis's hand. Pleasure to meet you. Eldon Myrna Casherth.
Likewise. What about the rest of you?
Anna,
I think
nice
I've
to
already.
meet you.
Oh, well, pleased to meet you, Anna.
Mhm.
And, Shayera, of course, I've heard her name a few times. Seen you around.
She nods.
And Nereid.
That's me.
Well, it's nice to meet all of you. Chad is not Chad. Clay is gonna show up with a platter.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna like just.
Oh!
He's gonna like just grab Ben Schultz and shake. Don't mind him too much. He's a bit shy. Here, sandwiches for the lot of you, courtesy of Clayton Auto Swift. Don't you damn forget
Ooh.
it.
We sure as hell won't. Although we'll say, like, taking a sandwich is probably like a quarter the size of him.
It's got like fucking meat and chips in it.
Whoa.
Well, I mean,
Beef and Doritos.
given Clay's hobbies, I'm sure he makes fucking wicked sandwiches when he's got the munchies.
Booze. I mean, weed. Yeah.
I mean, also the wicked sandwiches were after the booze.
Oh, yes, of course. Sandwiches.
I mean, all that, like, being raised in a military family and then going straight into the service, like all that, sick of his ass discipline, just, all build up all this pent up need to party until he finally got to cut loose.
Yeah. Party. Weed. And then I remember also, no, Eldon was also part of the weed stuff.
Oh, yeah. Eldon
was
canceled
great.
his weed.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
He was out for 5 days. I think
No.
literally he was out for 5 days. Well.
So we
Yeah.
have,
Yeah.
okay, so we have Benjamin, and we
Yep.
have, okay, with the guy with the prosthetic leg,
That's Anthony. Yep.
Anthony. Okay, I was thinking Andrew. Okay, so we have
Yeah,
Anthony
so-
and Benjamin.
yeah.
Okay.
So in review, of course, Chad and Clay, you got
Mm-hmm.
them. You've been with them like the entire time.
Yeah.
Anthony is the oldest behind
Chad and Clay.
Chad and Clay, yeah. He's the one with the prosthetic. Then you got the incomprehensible sniper Damien, and then you got
Damien.
Benjamin.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Anthony's gonna speak up. Well, hope you guys enjoy those. Clay's ever been the resident cook ever since Mon Pa went, but well, we hope you like him.
All
You
right,
better
great.
like him.
We're- Sure, we will.
Nereid is fucking devouring the sandwich.
See, she likes it. She likes it. Either that or they don't be feeding you nothing in the military.
Eldon will tuck into that.
So who do we owe you the pleasure to visit? So who do we what do we owe the pleasure for your visitation?
Hmm?
Just
Really,
making a
just wanted to
social
meet
call?
you guys. Yeah, I
Oh.
really just wanted to meet you guys. It's been so long, and we've been traveling with these guys for quite a while, and not quite sure how much time we'll have left. I mean, you never really know, but they kind of gets ramped up in the face of imminent planetary invasion. So yeah, I wanted to come say hey, and yeah, but also like if you guys are planning on any also like planning any assaults on this thing coming in, we'd be curious to hear what that is.
I don't know what to tell you, but we're just grunts. We just do whatever they tell us to.
Gotcha. You all still enlisted?
Well, Damien over there, yeah, and Benjamin, they still enlisted.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I got
civilian contractor.
me? No, I was still military. I was
Oh,
just
good.
I wasn't doing field work, but I guess with this whole thing, what was it, the Immortum Nomicon or something?
Something. A Mortagon.
Yeah, what I say. It's coming to Zelinia, so I guess they need everyone they can get. So I re-upped.
Wow.
Don't know
You
what
took
I'll be doing. Probably have me in one of them cruisers that we got.
Yeah.
Rain hellfire on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Benny Boy and Damon gonna be doing. They're small arms. So, and this thing I heard is big as a skyscraper. Bigger even.
Mm-hmm.
You seen this? You seen this thing? Like you seen it up close?
No, we haven't actually seen any part of it. We just heard about it.
Oh shit!
Yeah. You guys ever hear of anything like this?
No.
No.
Now we ain't like Chad or Clay, and we're going off, and I guess what was this? Different dimensions or something like that. No, we
Yeah,
just
that should
put.
happen.
Now ours is just simple existence. You see, we just 5 people the size of us, maybe a little bigger, but more or less the size. We're not talking about planet killers or dimension rippers.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I really understand much of this dimension mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, I mean, actual understanding evades even the best of us. No one really knows how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sounds like we're gonna have to find out sooner or later, or else we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
So what's your guys' plan? We got what, 2 days before this thing comes by? Then it'll be party time.
Mm-hmm. Well, uh, we're going. I think we're gonna mosey on here for today, and then tomorrow, probably late morning, we're gonna go fly back to what was it called? Rasan.
Valon?
There we go. And we're gonna have a little
So,
Jungly planet, good fruit.
I've heard of it. What's going on
Yeah.
over there?
Oh no, nothing much. Just real peaceful, nice place. We had a bunch of people we met. We all went on a big cruise with, and we're gonna have a reunion dinner. You know,
Well,
kind of
that
just
sound mighty fine.
a little feast. I mean, I'm sure the food will probably not be as good as Clay's sandwiches here. He takes a big bite.
Is it a
But
potluck? Is it a potluck? Because if it's a potluck and people on the cruise are going, you bet your asses I'm gonna bring some sandwiches.
he's proud of his sandwiches. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna start making them now. Be right back.
okay.
So, is he inviting himself to the reunion party?
I mean, he was part of the cruise too, so.
Like he's
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess, did we? I mean, I guess it could be a potluck. I think it's pretty much like if you want to there will be food. If you want to bring something, you can bring something.
We've unlocked Clay lore. he makes
Love to bring
sandwiches.
Clay has the chef feet.
Oh my god. Should I just go ahead and give him that now?
Why not?
Okay, I'll do that after.
Yeah, when you do,
So-
let me know what it entails. I'm interested.
There's a bard homebrew subclass that's like basically call it like culinary college. I think that
That's amazing.
Clay ever had any reason to multi-class, I feel like that'd be it.
Yes.
or he just, if you want to even go like not homebrew, you could just do College of Glamour Bard, but the glamorous look is just the sandwiches, the art of
Oh,
sandwich
man.
making.
The art of a sandwich.
I offer you sandwich. Have all this temporary HP.
Mhm.
Get you like.
Portable Heroes Feast.
Not a bad idea. Maybe for the epilogue. If we even live to the epilogue, that is.
We will live. We are the heroes.
Yeah, actually, wait, this actually makes sense. Now for something. Cher will take a sandwich and kind of say, "Oh yeah, you did a good job with these."
Thank you. You're gonna get more of that. You were at the wait. Yeah, you were at the cruise, right? You saw me beat up Tom Cruise.
Yes, I saw that.
Good times. Good times. Hey, Chad, where do we keep the lettuce? I have no idea. Look in the cupboard next to you.
Who keeps lettuce in a cupboard?
We do.
I was just wondering. Open the refrigerator. Yeah, it's like cooler covered.
See, that's how we know Chad doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to food. Like it's like covered. The fuck kind of lettuce you talking about?
Pulled out kale chips or like those like green like French fry looking chips.
Well, we did mention that the sandwich had chips inside, so it could be those.
Mm-hmm.
The lettuce has hardened at this point.
Ew.
Oh my. Okay. Quick, everyone roll con save. I'm kidding. Don't.
No. It's MRE. It's MRE lettuce. Obviously.
MRE lettuce. Dehydrated lettuce.
Oh,
That sounds
I
gross.
thought MRAs were meant to keep morale up.
Oh, well,
But I
I
was
can
kidding,
handle it
don't-
still.
She could have handled it in
These
a hypothetical
taste fine.
scenario.
MRE is supposed to keep morale up.
Yeah, nothing was more of a morale killer than freeze dried lettuce.
Well, no, not even the brownie that you can't smash with a combat boot.
Oh, we got a couple of those too. You want some?
I'll pass. Thank you. You're trying to cut down.
Understandable. I'll sneak it in your sandwich. Well, don't mind him then, I guess. I guess she got your work cut out for you.
Mhm.
So you're gonna go off and have a last supper type deal and come back and party?
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy a little more peace and tranquility and then come back here and see,
Mhm.
see if we get to, if our luck lasts us another battle.
Well, I guess all I can say is good luck to all of us, really. Who knows? This might be the last time we're all in this room together.
Hmm. Well, it'll be a good time, last or not.
I just have one question, though.
Hmm.
Well, more so for you, Nereid, and you, Anna, and Ellen, of course.
Yeah. What's
Where
that?
you guys stand? I understand people like my brothers and Shire over there, we kind of have a civic duty to Zelenian and the Empire, long may she reign, and what have you, and so on and so forth.
Hmm.
Sounds like you got lives. Chad says here you and your parents run a nice little ship now up in Tirana. And you near it, you got your life in Triton. Why risk your life for us?
Myriad shrugs and she says, well, I mean, here's the thing. I had a life in Triton. Don't really have that anymore. I mean, if I can do something about it, I'm not going to let a bunch of people die for no reason.
I see.
I mean,
Well, I hope you make it out the other end. And about you not having a life on Triton anymore? Well, you're still breathing, ain't you? You can make a life anywhere. You don't need to be dying here.
Fair enough.
You, Ilden.
well, he kind of looks down. I don't know. Well, I guess I do know. It's that I couldn't sit idly by. I couldn't just watch from the sidelines when I knew there was something I could do to maybe stop it, like, or to be a part of it. It's like I felt like, because, we've done so much and, you know, um, faced so much. I feel like they've got the power to do something that I should do something. I couldn't live with myself if I sat back, even if it won, sorry, even if if it was beaten by other people, I couldn't go on with my life knowing that I hadn't been a part of it, that I might have made a difference. So yeah, my family's not military, so that was a really hard conversation with them. But I am forever blessed that, despite their fears of losing me, that they understood why I had to go, or have to go, or have to come back here. Yeah, just couldn't. He looks back, couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, yeah, I feel you.
Eldon smiles in recognition of his acknowledgement.
You, Anna?
Who's asking this again?
Anthony.
Oh, okay. Always a complicated topic. I would have said up until recently that I didn't have any other home to go back to. That this was my new home here in Zelenia. And essentially, like being around this group here, Anna just like vaguely points around to the other people at our party. This is all I had. Things are a little bit different in the past few days, and you're right. I have been thinking about revisiting my past, seeing if a place that was barred from me before can be revisited. But it's something that I need to think long and hard about, and at least for the present, we have this present threat here. And at least for what I know that these hooligans are here for me, so I'll be here for them.
You don't look like a soldier. You talk like one. I like that.
Yeah,
Well.
Eldon's gonna like raise his sandwich to Anna.
Well, whichever one of you, I forget which one, but whichever one of you used to do the office work, I
That was me?
definitely was. Yeah, you. I definitely was in the office for a few years, trying to get through all of the bureaucracy, all of the red tape, so many forms and checklists that needed to be completed. Honestly, drains your soul. I don't know if you felt that same way.
Honestly, if it weren't for this damn leg, I would have been out there shooting stuff. Hell, I probably would have been with you on a rumba talk or whoever was there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there is some peace and tranquility to making sure that everything is ordered and, organized in the right way. But eventually, you get a little bit restless. That's why I joined up with the rest here.
Remember,
Well, that I can respect.
the army is run by clerical workers.
Mm-hmm.
Without them, we wouldn't be able to move.
Well, this
That
is
is true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Truer words never said.
Well, I guess I speak for the rest of us Osford boys when I say I'm glad you're with us. Well, and I hope you make it out to the other side.
Yeah, here's hoping. I mean, there have been numerous situations up until this point where I thought it was the end. And somehow we blink and we're still here. It just needs to happen one more time.
Well, hopefully that's it. Well, we got the buggers at our door, and they're fighting alongside us. For now, at least. Unite against this. What do you call it? A planet killer?
Yeah.
Hopefully that's it. We dust this thing and it's all done. We go home.
Yeah. Amen to that.
Because you probably heard at least Chad over there say this, but and maybe I guess you'll be hearing from me. Contrary to what the popular belief is, the Empire just maintains order. Though I suppose that was before, I guess, all this talk of the assassinations of and deaths of the previous emperor and all that.
Mm.
Things haven't been the same since around Batak when the emperor died on that field. But I just hope that there is an empire left. Now, I don't know. I
Yeah.
understand if you don't feel that sentiment. And you're free to believe so. How about we just settle for, let's hope there's still a Zillennial left. Never mind the empire.
Mm. I think everybody can get behind that.
Share,
Well.
Share,
Christ.
Share will speak up and say, no matter how important an institution is, it can be rebuilt. People's lives can't be.
Elvin will
Yeah.
nod solemnly.
Sometimes. Just sometimes. He's gonna look at Chad. Sometimes a broken life can still be put together. If all the pieces fall into place in the correct manner.
Hmm.
Well, I think old Tony's talked your ear quite enough.
Old Tony's got good words, so thank you for sharing them.
Well, I'm just telling you what my daddy would say. So, Damien, and don't forget, you report to your stations at 2000 hours tonight.
Night
Those
shift,
nod.
huh?
Night shift. We're on a full battle station, friend.
Hmm.
This is it. No, we're not just standing here on ceremony, no. We got what, 2 days left?
Yeah.
Before you got here, I got an alert saying, yeah, kind of need what was this? Something about acid? Maybe y'all can explain that.
Oh. Yeah, Ellen's gonna look to Anna.
Yeah. So good thing.
Yeah,
Oh, go
where do
on.
we begin?
Well, I guess my superiors and COs will fill us in on that. You don't
Yeah.
need to.
I mean, we can. It's just there's a lot of information, but I guess the succinct version, the TLDR, so to speak, is that there is a source of information that claims this creature, the Immortagon, is weak to acid, or at least acid will prevent it from it being able to regenerate, which is pretty critical because this is a massive creature coming towards us.
Why did they
So,
both think and regenerate?
which is why we have acid, so it cannot.
Unfortunately, according to the Emperor's latest report from the Scutum encounter with it.
Well, the Emperor trusts the bug's information. It must be good then, I guess.
It wouldn't serve them to give us false information there, especially with them fighting alongside us.
True enough,
Well,
I
except-
guess.
Also, the person that told us about the acid confirmed what I was thinking. So,
Yeah, I mean, there's another source of information that said it was the acid that wasn't the Scuda. So that's why we're inclined to believe it.
Oh, fair enough, I'll say. Well. Yeah, no, I guess, at least on our end here, Angelina, it's gonna be part-time soon.
Hmm.
You guys, good thing you guys stopped by when you did. Not often do you got to find all the house with boys all under one roof.
Yeah, this is really nice getting to see you guys all. See all you guys.
Hey, who knows? Maybe there's more times in the future we can.
Definitely.
Hey, you done right for my brothers, and you done right by the Empire. You all right in my book. And you done right by me, being, well, being all nice and respectful under this house. You're good people.
You're a good man. Takes one to know one.
And then Clay burst in, I got sandwiches!
Comes out with like a platter, just stacked full of
Round
fucking
two,
acid.
let's go.
Wait, no, this ain't for you. This is for tomorrow. Or
What?
whenever we go on the Rasan. Hey, you go get some when we get to Rasan. I gotta go put this in my ship on. We are going to the Rasan.
Right.
Okay.
But
guess
did he
I'll
just
have to
say
wait.
and then stomp away?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's like, so there. Ugh.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, yeah. Thanks for keeping that one's head on straight.
We're doing our best.
Is there anything that my family can do in recompense? And speak now, forever hold your peace. I know he's a bit of a handful.
Ellen laughs.
he's fine.
Yeah, no recompense necessary. Thank you, though.
Just if he says so. Well, he did feed you after all, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that, yeah. Guess there's nothing left for me to say. I guess, good luck. I'll see you on the field in a few days.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Don't get dead.
Same. Elvin's gonna kind of reach up and like do his best to like approximate like those like the warrior clasp thing.
Son, you don't need to bow to anyone. At least know what y'all did.
I appreciate that.
So, and that's up to you guys. You guys want to just talk to them more and just say you did, and then we can just go, because I know we got other things to do here on Zelenia, but that's up to you
Right.
guys. We already met with the Shira,
Yeah.
conveniently.
Looking at the list, I mean, unless you want to like kind of go back and maybe like confirm some more information with anybody. The only thing left is the whole Clay and Elden race, actually.
Play Mario Kart.
I can't really think of anything else to talk about.
Oh yeah, we already talked. We've already asked about the time, like the time, like device and the cannon.
Mm-hmm. And the Sagittarius Station stuff was talked about. So
Right. Well, we talked about it would be the last resort, but we didn't talk about how we would get it here to have it ready to go by that time. Well, presumably, I guess the Emperor is handling that.
yeah,
Okay.
Wait,
Cool.
we have one more thing on the list, but I don't know if we can actually do that. Wait, did we make Armala's family be less of a bag of dicks verbatim? Oh, unfortunate.
That's the one where again, like you don't really know where they would be. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
by the way, like Armal's like been here this whole time, but I don't know what to do with her. So
Oh, hi
That's
Armala. I forgot. I would have had my people like say hi
no,
to
it's
her.
okay.
Next game.
I like half forgot, and then I was also like, I don't know what she would do at this
Well,
point. Anyway, so whatever.
because you're kind of focusing on Shira right now. So.
Yeah, so it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good. Also, before we go forward, I think I would like to nominate Michael for an inspiration point for the 3 unique voices and personalities of the other Holoswift brothers. The fun, comedic, but also heartfelt role play.
Okay, sure. Can take that.
I'll probably use it by the end of the session on that race
Go for it.
against you. Are you sure you want to give me this inspiration point?
Yeah, all good. Go for it.
Okay.
Okay, if that's the case, I'll put the inspiration under Clay's
Cool.
character sheet.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's up to you guys to set that up and get that started.
Okay. All right. So yeah. All right, Clay. So before we go, speeder bike race through the sky lanes of Zelenia.
Wait, speeder bike? I thought we were doing ships.
Oh, we can do ships. Yeah.
Well,
All
actually, no. I got sandwiches in them.
You can't drop the sandwiches.
I know they
lock.
locked in the fridge. They'd be all right.
They'll be all right. All right. You can still race. All right. Cool. Because I got the vending machine on mine and the star the Star Killer espresso machine. So
I have
You
no
guys
idea
could
what
like
that
rent out the
is.
equivalent of those like Lime scooters so you could fucking race.
Okay. Well, whatever. Like, I'm okay. Our ships are kind of important. We kind of need them for the war. Wait a
That's
minute.
true.
Yeah, we need them for the war, and we need the sandwiches for later. So
yes, we need the guns for the war, the sandwiches for the potluck.
hell yeah. You guys bring in anything? You know, this potluck so works. We all bring stuff, or maybe I'm overcompensating.
I mean, it would be nice to bring something. We should figure it out. I think we'll probably bring. Well, no, we could probably bring more beer.
Wait, hang on. You got your vending machine that spits out a lot of drinks.
Oh, there
now,
we go.
don't
Yeah,
ya?
we'll bring the vending machine. Perfect.
There you go. Though I don't think drinking before the war is probably a good idea, and that's good for me of all people.
Yeah, that does make it significant. I mean, a drink or two, if you can keep it to a drink or two, won't hurt. Like the night before won't hurt anything. But, no,
Hopefully not.
hopefully.
What was the phrase the age older saying? I think I heard one of them philosopher types say this, and he said, and I quote, "We gonna fuck around and find out."
Ancient proverb.
Yeah. So we racing the shit or not?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So what's the deal? What are we doing, young blood?
All right. So I say we race through. Okay, so we're doing a ship race. So if we're doing a ship race, then maybe we should do it through the asteroid field where Anna and I did our experiments, and then we'll do it through the asteroid field, and over through the asteroid field, over the surface of the moon, and the first one to Zelenia is perfect.
The asteroid field, the service linear. I hear you.
All right, first one to break this. First one to break through the atmosphere of Zelenia is the winner.
All right.
All right.
That sounds like a plan to me. It
Oh,
sounds like a
good.
plan to you.
Okay, but we have to discuss. Last thing we have to discuss is the reward for the winner besides bragging rights.
How about this? You beat me.
Mm-hmm.
I will let you in on the sandwich secret.
Okay. Sounds good. And if you beat me, I'll beef up your guns on your ship.
Fair trade. Fair trade. Fair
Absolutely.
trade.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you got me all riled up. I want better guns on my ship.
All right. Well, I want to know the sandwich making secret. Before that, I want this race.
We gonna race, all right, young blood. You ready to race?
I'm ready to race. Let's do it.
No, say it louder. Are you ready to race? I can't hear you. Yeah, you're ready to race because I'm ready to race. Hey, you. Hey, Darian. Anna, are you ready to race?
Does that mean okay?
Wait, are they gonna be with you?
Good. A good question. You guys want to ride with me, or do you want to ride with Clay?
I'd rather not ride at all if that's okay to you.
Come on, Chad, ride or die, man. He makes the hang ten sign.
We already know the answer to that.
Okay. All right.
Sure, we'll stay. I'll stay grounded for now.
Okay.
So are you ready to race?
I'm ready to race.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Asteroid field, go!
Okay. All right. So here's my thoughts for this. Actually, wait. Let me look at both of your character sheets.
Okay.
I want to try to make something that's fair.
Okay.
Because I had a thought, but then I'm like, actually, I think if I do this though, one of you is going to have a noticeable advantage.
Race!
Wait, so you're going out of the atmosphere? Were you reaching the asteroid where we're doing the acid test and then going back to Zelenia?
Yeah, I think that was
So it's kind of like going all the way out here, making a U-turn at that location, and then all the way back.
Wait, yeah, I don't know about that part. Are we like going to like starting from the asteroid field, or are we starting from Zelenia, going to the asteroid field, and then back?
Start from Zelenia. Anna will just say, start from Zelenia, and then basically it's like a slalom where you have to make your way around that asteroid. And it's the asteroid that's coated in green gas. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take your word for it.
In fact, just to make sure no one cheats, I will. Actually, can I even do that? Never mind. No. Okay, I can't do it. Never mind.
What are you gonna do?
I wanted to project image myself over to that asteroid.
Oh, too
just
far
to make
away?
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm trying to find a thing that's like perfectly fair.
Mm-hmm.
I can get close. Let's do this.
Okay.
Uh let's roll.
Okay.
This is going to be close enough. Let's just roll just pure dexterity, not save or not like acrobatics or anything like that.
Gotcha.
And let's
Just-
actually do it one at a time. I'm going to have you do it more than once.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna like just do it right now, or or each like part of the race.
As part of the race. So if you want to like, I don't know, narrate a little bit first, then that's fine.
Okay. All right. So we will start just outside the atmosphere of Zelenia, facing. No, sorry, not yet. Facing the the asteroid field. And Anna, were you doing something to ensure nobody cheated?
I wish I could, but we're going such a far distance. You guys are going really far. I can't reach over there.
No, you're good. All right, we're not gonna cheat. All right.
Now we're gonna need our ships for in a few days, so I ain't gonna be shooting you or nothing. But trust me, this race would happen any other day. I would totally shoot you.
Oh!
Good to know. But I would shoot you too, but I don't want to hurt the sandwiches. So
Good answer, young blood. Good answer. He's gonna say as he's like typing on his like turning dials and knobs and blah blah blah.
yeah, Elden's gonna like pull back the gear shift of his ship, or like throttle. Okay. So we'll line up. We'll face the thing, and then we'll do. Yeah, I guess we'll do our. Okay. Dex check for the asteroid field. Dex check for the. Like, say we'll do like the turnaround on the moon or something, and then Dex check for the final like straight shot to Zelenia, like so third to see who gets into the atmosphere, who gets to burst through the atmosphere first.
That sounds good to me.
Burst through the atmosphere.
Yes.
Let's do
okay.
do them.
Making it
Do
like-
them. Don't do them like all red at once. So just
Okay.
So here, each of you roll.
Inch your
dex
way
and-
forward.
Yeah, each of you roll dex once.
Okay.
All right,
was
go,
that
so,
already
like-
your decks?
Okay.
Three,
He
three,
got.
like,
Yep.
yep.
Eldon got 22.
Three,
Damn.
Oh, shit.
one.
Wait, hang on. I rolled it twice.
Oh, you did. Okay. Wait. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Okay. I'll just go with the first number. So for the first
Okay.
one, Eldon gets 22 and Clay gets 9.
All
Damn.
right.
Okay.
All right. Alden wends and weaves his way through the asteroid field, cutting very close, but leaving not so much as a dent of rock on his gleaming ship. And now we break through the atmosphere to go towards the surface of the moon. It's oncoming, and we go in and level out on the moon. Dex checks.
Well, hold on.
Dex checks.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Oh, no, never mind. You're fine. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. So.
Oh, what again?
Oh, damn.
I
That's
think I know
bullshit.
who's winning this race.
Well,
Eldon skims along the like Eldon levels out on the moon and skims the surface of it and slowly makes the turn and comes up in a high arc into the space. Stars swirling around him as he turns, lining up for the straight shot to Zelenia. Final
Sounded-
round.
okay. So next check.
Fight. Right.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
60.
I'm cashing up,
Damn.
boy.
Yeah, you are. Straight shot through, like to the planet of Zelenia. Both ships enter neck and neck into the atmosphere. It's a hot race, no pun intended. So 18.
Yeah.
And
So. I mean, it actually shouldn't be that close. So, but Clay in total ended up rolling 41, while Eldon in total rolled 61.
Damn.
Okay.
Advantage. No kidding. Wait, I could have totally used my inspiration on that one. Well, like I said, I was. Why didn't I?
I don't know. Well, actually, you rolled 9-11 both times the previous thing.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be worth
So
it.
even your advantage wouldn't have done anything unless you just
Damn
re-rolled.
it.
I mean, you know what? Here, if you want to use it, you could re-roll completely one of them.
Okay, fine.
You don't have to.
Well,
You
we're
could
gonna
save
do it.
it.
I said I was gonna probably use this
Okay.
inspiration on the race anyway.
Okay.
Oh, 17. Okay, adequate.
Okay. Yeah, better.
hmm
Because then it would be 17 plus 23. Yeah. No, what the frick? Okay.
So 40.
Yeah. So okay. So then again, Eldon was still at 61. Now Clay's at 49. So
Okay.
better, but
Better, but still lose. Okay.
better, but Eldon clearly wins. It's not really. It's not.
Mhm.
Clay's not like left behind, but he's not like that close.
Gotcha.
This is fair.
Alright. Woot.
Well,
'cause-
damn, and you're gonna learn to make sandwiches sometime, boy.
I am. Thank you. Good
I
race.
want you to like a good race, good race. Yeah, I want you to land, and I'll land too.
Okay, let's land here.
Okay, we land.
We emerge from our respective ships.
Chad, or Clay has a hand behind his back.
Oh,
Mhm. Although we'll walk forward,
Oh?
smiling, but also a little trepidatious.
He's going to take a drag of a cigarette and just toss on the ground with his free hand.
Mhm.
And in a flash, he takes out a bottle of champagne and just uncorks it and just sprays it all over you.
I thought you were gonna say he corks Eldon in the head with the bottle.
Ooh. Ah, the sticky, sweet smell of victory.
Oh wait, were you expecting to drink some of that?
Not anymore.
Oh, well.
Alright,
Shit.
thanks.
He's gonna just toss the bottle aside.
It shatters.
Now, the secret. The secret to making one of Clayton Hollisworth's famous sandwiches is. And he's gonna whisper into his ear so he'll know.
Mhm.
And that's all you need.
Ooh.
Oh, that will be what I really?
Yeah, that's all it takes.
It's so simple, but so
I know.
brilliant.
The simplest things in life are oddly the most effective.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Murphy's Law.
shooting.
Not Murphy's Law, the
Yeah.
other one.
Someone's
Arkham's
law.
Arkham's ratio, yeah.
Yeah.
Occam's razor.
Schrodinger's ingredient or whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway, no, it's like shooting. It's simple, but it get the job done.
Yeah, now I know.
Yeah,
I will
you
protect
know.
the secret forever.
Yeah. And I better be tasting one of your sandwiches here soon.
Oh, you will.
I better. Right. I think. Oh wait, I'm going too. I was gonna stay behind. Well, let's. If anyone else got nothing better to do, let's go pile in and head over to Valon.
I mean,
I would say that this is gonna basically once you sort of leave Zelinia to go to Rasan, then you're gonna do the stuff at Rasan, and then you're gonna come back to Zelinia, and then the things
We're
are
not going to
show
have
up.
any more time.
Yeah. So basically, this is your last chance to do anything on Zelinia.
Okay.
Oh damn.
I will say, if someone wants to maybe check out some military supply of anything, I will let you roll for a quote unquote spell scroll if you want to do that.
Ooh,
oh,
yes.
sure.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Let's see what's available. What tech is available?
Yeah, let's. You know what? I am gonna. You know what? Let's go nuts here.
Power word kill.
Roll. Just
What are we
roll.
rolling?
Everyone here can roll. Well, each player roll once. So,
Mhm.
actually, first of all, just flip a coin, D2.
Everybody?
Yeah.
1.
2.
1.
Julie. There we
Phew.
go. Okay, 1, 2,
Split
1,
down
2.
the
Yes.
middle.
Okay,
Yeah.
as it should be. All right. Aaron and Michael, roll a D. Sure, I got this right. 72.
A
Wow.
decent. That's a very oddly specific dice.
Yeah, really.
Okay, we're gonna find this out.
In the middle of the alphabet.
54.
Okay, 49 and 54. All right, we're quite close.
Word kill, please. I want to kill this thing.
Well, yeah, if L is the middle, you could be P.
Oh, true.
Oh.
Oh,
Mm,
Oh, is this
okay.
gonna be another one of those instances where I got the power word kill thing and then I like missed the session?
You, neither of you got the cover word kill.
Fuck!
But,
Can I reroll?
but we got power words done.
wait, who rolled the 49? Is that Aaron?
Anna.
Okay,
Yeah.
Anna, you rolled Crown of Stars.
Oh?
It is one action, no concentration, lasts for an hour. 7 starlight motes of light appear and orbit your head until the spell ends. You can use a bonus action to send one of the motes streaking towards one creature object within 120 feet of you. When you do so, make a ranged spell attack. On a hit, it takes 4d12 radiant damage. And
So
Yeah,
Anna's
so-
the queen of having like random objects hovering around her head.
yeah, so
Considering she
you
already has two.
so you have 7. So you can use it up to 7 times because there's 7 of the
Damn.
motes of light. So 4d12 ranged spell attack.
Okay.
and you shoot them as bonus actions too, which is nice.
Nice.
So-
Yeah, she'll have a menagerie of orbiting objects.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Chad.
Yes, I am Chid.
So I guess actually Anna, I guess in terms of if you want to flavor this, I'm thinking of it as like a bunch of like small little drones that you can sort of shoot out and like, sort of suicide bomb someone as a little drone.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Chad, you rolled Finger of Death.
Oh,
What does that even mean? It sounds potent.
it's pretty potent.
Yeah. What's the range? Okay, 60-foot range, one action. Target must make a con save. If they fail, they take 78 plus 30 necrotic damage. On a failed save or half as much as a successful save. If they are killed by this, they at the start of your next turn, they rise as a zombie that is permanently under your command.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this thing. I'm gonna make it my zombified bitch. Then I'm gonna stick it on Kershal, and then scoot him,
Good.
and then
Or-
Zelenia, and then I become the emperor, and we will all have peace.
Sure. Also, just for being a petty bitch, I could imagine you actually using this on Kershaw.
Good idea.
Oh.
Because
Yeah,
at least,
using it on someone who probably has lower HP,
Yeah.
so like higher chance of it zombifying.
I like this. I like this finger of death.
okay. Well, that's interesting. All right. Now, Eldon and Nereid, you got the 2s, so you are rolling a D41.
Okay.
1.
Oh wow.
Oh, the first one on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, and 37. Close to the last one on the list.
Oh god. Okay. Eldon, you almost rolled something that would have completely broken everything,
Okay.
but you didn't.
I mean,
so I'm
Wish-
okay.
Wish is at near the end of the list.
It wasn't Wish, but it would have been very bad. Well, great for you, but it would have completely fucking ruined everything completely. Okay. Okay, how does this thing work? Let's do Julie's first. Okay.
I'm gonna pre-guess anti-magic field.
No. What level spell is anti-magic field? That is a. Oh, it's an. Oh, okay. Anti-magic field would be if she rolled a 3. Actually. But okay,
Yeah.
you got Abi Dalzim's horrid wilting,
Oh,
which I
know.
always kept misreading as horrid writing, and I was like very confused. But anyway,
Mhm.
okay, so 150-foot range, but then you spread out an area that's a 30-foot cube. Everything in that area must make a con save. Constructs and undead are not affected. And anything that in a plant or water elemental has disadvantage, which that's probably not relevant. If they fail, they take 12d8 necrotic damage, or half as much on a successful one. And it's an instantaneous thing. It's not like a thing that you can keep there.
Yeah, in Baldur's Gate, this spell is really good. It slaps.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've never heard anyone talk about this spell, so I have no idea.
Probably in the actual tabletop, it's less.
What's
but
the spell called?
It's
somebody's horrid wilting.
Yeah, Abi does Dalzim's horrid wilting. If you just search horrid wilting, you'll probably find it. It's the very first. If you're looking at 8th level spells that are organized alphabetically, it's the top one.
Yeah.
Here, that's how it's spelled.
If there wasn't D&D associated with it, if I just searched horrid wilting, I think I don't want to actually do that thing.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Meanwhile, Eldon got something actually that would have made a lot of sense for Nereid to get. I mean, this kind of makes sense for Nereid to get too, anyway. Okay. Wait, this is really funny. Holy shit. Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay, well, first of all, you got Storm of Vengeance.
Sweet.
It is, again, an action. It's concentration up to 1 minute. A churning storm cloud forms centered on a point you can see and spreading to a radius of 360 feet. Each creature under the cloud when it appears must make a con save. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d6 thunder. It becomes deafened for 5 minutes. Okay. Then each round you maintain concentration on the spell, the storm produces different effects on your turn. So the second round, guess what? Acidic rain falls from the cloud.
I see
that's
both why it
useful.
works for me and
yeah.
why it would have been so perfect for Nereid.
Each creature and object under the cloud takes 1d6 acid damage, so not a lot, but still, it's acidic rain, so that's funny.
Yeah.
Right, damage that presumably won't get.
The
But
next
what's it
round, you
What's
call
it called? Wilting something storm?
This is Storm of Vengeance.
Okay, thank you.
The
Okay,
next,
perfect.
yeah, this is a long description, so you should just kind of look at it yourself. But I want to read it because I want to. The next
Right.
round, you call 6 bolts of lightning from the cloud to strike 6 creatures or objects of your choice. They can't be struck with more than 1, but anything that is struck makes a dex save for 10d6 lightning damage. The next round, then hailstones rain down. Everything takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage. And then every round after that you maintain concentration, gusts and freezing rain assail the area under the cloud. The area becomes difficult terrain and is heavily obscured. Each creature takes 1d6 cold damage. Ranged weapon attacks in the area are impossible. The wind and rain count as a severe distraction for the purpose of maintaining concentration on spells. Finally, gusts of strong wind automatically disperse fog, mist, and other phenomenon, whether mundane or magical. So the fact that it drops acid rain for one of the turns is really funny because I'm like, how many spells deal acid damage? Like 5. So yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Okay, so there you go. That's what everyone's got.
Can they conjure the rain in space?
I'm going to argue no.
Well, I mean, I guess this thing's going to be in atmosphere anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but those are options at least. Oh my god. So, because oh no, the whole thing with like spell scrolls is that you know can put them in your book and then you know them permanently, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But I
So
have to spend time to do that.
I mean, I would
But
say
yeah, I
based
could
on
do that.
the timing of things, you would have time to do that. So in that case, you can just, if you want, you can know yours permanently, but the others, it's a one-time use.
Yeah. Okay. Anna, yes, Anna will do that. When else will she have the opportunity to create the crown of stars?
Okay. Anything else to do, or if you want to? Okay, so I will say again. I guess I was just misheard stuff about contacting people for the party. You or for the dinner. You did send out invitations to, or Sudoku. Those guys did to.
Should be everyone that we
No,
met.
every
Every
non
like
yeah
non
named
Lena, non Lola.
right.
I'm assuming.
So next question: is there anybody in addition? Again, like how for example, Nereid asked Deska. Is there anybody in addition you want to bring along as well?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, no one that I can think of.
Yeah, no, just about all my party peeps are gonna be there already.
Party peeps.
Hmm.
Okay, because I think now again now would be a good time to sort of stop, and then next time we will do that.
Okay.
For certain.
Ooh.
Yeah. Very.
It'll be our last supper. Oh,
You will
no.
be the last supper, and
Okay.
then we die.
Aaron, you had something?
I think Aaron died.
Aaron,
Oh, wait, sorry, what?
you were gonna
I cut out.
you were starting to say something, and then you.
Oh, basically, who is Judas if
Oh.
we're doing the Last Supper? One will betray us, but which?
I mean,
God,
you
I
could
hope
have
not.
invited
mean-
Krishal and probably guaranteed it.
I was gonna say, oh, so they are
Jesus.
gonna betray us. God.
Wait, no. Exposed. Although we know.
I mean, see now I can subvert your expectations by not having them betray you.
No, please
And-
subvert our expectations in that way.
Yeah.